Okay, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Shield. Last time we shiny hunted Psyduck. Today we're gonna continue to shiny hunt Psyduck. That's really all we're doing at this point. It's just a lot of shiny hunting of Psyduck. The Masuda method is slowly killing me, but that's life. Boo! So yeah, we'll just do a couple real quick daily things and then we'll go do that. I haven't actually pulled out the Pokemon from the Poké Job since the last time. Oops. Slipped my mind, I just haven't been that urgent. They only need a couple levels till they're level 100 anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, they both got level ups. That's unfortunate. I have a bit of a sniffly nose right now. I'm not sure why. But that's not an issue. Hey, they're both level 100 anyway. Let's go. Hog. Gonna do this. But yeah, so now our sword team is also fully at level 100. That's pretty sick. I want to assume Poltegeist had a move that got switched. That might be the only one. Although, yeah, we can mess with that at some point if we really want to. Okay. I just realized I didn't change my stream name. Shoot. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me quickly do that before I forget. I got so eager to stream that I just forgot to do that. Okay. There we go. Maractus is just so happy to see me. Okay, we're really quickly gonna go fly through the one daily person just to see if he's got anything interesting in the middle of that. We'll jump right into the duck hunt because we need this blue duck, damn it. We're like way over odds. I'm just gonna look at that highlight. And we get so many of those just from we get so many of those from just doing the daily lotto stuff. Oh, we could grab 2 more of these. Stay stocked up on TMs that I'm never gonna need. Oh wait, let me grab 2 more of those Zen headbutts. Okay, now we're good. Fly up to the daycare. We're just gonna immediately plop this Psyduck counter up. I've been going in a little bit faster on this. No more stalling around. I want the dang duck. Is that too much to ask? Okay, as I said, my nose is a little runny. I'm gonna quickly just go blow my nose. Sorry. Hopefully it stops. I have no clue why I just suddenly started dripping like an hour or 2 ago. I took an allergy pill. We'll see if that helps. I probably just need this tiny bit to kick in. But yeah, we're just gonna go right around here. We get to do it in the rain, for better or for worse. And then we left off last time doing a tier list with custom shinies for the Gen 1 Pokemon, where we were doing that, so we'll get to that in just a second, and go from there. So we'll get the ball rolling here real quick. Maybe we'll get lucky and just get one super early on. I mean, we have like 3 hours. I will have to step away for like 10 minutes to do stuff with my guinea pigs. But, you know. Okay, we're already starting to hatch them, so that's good news at least. I guess I could pull up the tier list after we see this one little Psyduck. Darn, that blue. Yeah, so we were doing this. We had it as we were comparing them to the original shinies. So this is where we sort of had left off. Some of these ended up being, you know, way better just because the original shiny was bad or whatever. After we finish this, because we don't have a ton of mons left, we only have this. Bridget was asking for, she wanted me to do this, but not comparing it to the original, but instead just doing it as a shiny in general, which is kind of an interesting idea, so we might do that. Real quick, why should I close this one sec? Let me pull up Pokemon DB. So that I can search up Pokemon if I need to. See what their shiny looks like. I need to compare. Because, yeah, like, Onyx, for example, is the one that I am kind of curious about. What is so different? Because this looks just like normal Onyx. Am I crazy? No, normal Onyx is green. Is it green or is it... No, I'm thinking of Steelix is yellow. Onyx is... Oh no, that is just very similar. Wait. It might just be a slightly more vibrant yellow. I don't know, that's basically the same. So, about the same as original. What does Drowsy's look like? I kind of have an idea what Hypno's looks like, because it's like a pinkish. Yeah, this is pink. Honestly, this one, both versions of this are kind of interesting. Nothing bad. I guess it's probably about, like, the pink actually does look, it's a little on the subtler side for Drowsy. Well, this is a little more vibrant, but I think they're kind of about the same for me. I do think the original Drowsy looks pretty nice, shiny-wise. Let me compare to Hypno, too, just because I want to... Yeah, so it is pink, and this one's more purple. Honestly, probably just about the same. They're just sort of a different color. It doesn't really add or subtract to the existing shiny. Okay. Krabby and Kingler. What color are they again? Are they like yellow? Am I crazy? What color are they? Oh, I should double check where these eggs are going as well in a second. I know Kingler's green. Okay, and you're yellow. Yeah, I feel like the Krabby and Kingler shinies are pretty decent. Okay, this is the right place, cool. They're not, like, amazing, but they also don't really have a need to be changed. So they work pretty well as is, so I do kind of like the color. I feel like it does fit them decently well, but I don't think it's any better, per se, than the original. Full-time and Electrode are blue, right? Or like the red becomes blue. Yeah, that becomes blue. I think Electrode's the same way. Yeah. The purple looks nice, but it's probably about the same. You know? I mean, I think I like the color purple in general more than I like the color blue, but I don't think... Like, the blue looks nice on the Voltorb. Electrode, I think, is probably a little worse. Losing the color just loses kind of what makes it special as a shiny. And it doesn't have enough anywhere else that, yeah, it has that black and white issue. I think it looks kind of intriguing, but I don't think it adds enough. Or I think it subtracts more than it adds to remove the color. So, whoop. We'll put it there. Okay, I gotta remember what execute. I do not like the way these look, but I don't remember what the original look like, shiny. Okay, you're yellow. This is. I'm sorry. These are just literal turds. Like the yellow is not anything amazing. I guess I'll put it. I don't know. It looks like literal turds. Executor, I think, is kind of in the similar vein, right? Yeah, it's like the yellow and the reddish orange. That just doesn't look very good to me. Those colors just don't go well together. The brown does not fit Executor. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, it's been a while. I'm doing good. How are you? Currently looking at somebody's custom shiny sprites and comparing them to the originals. Cubone and Marowak. Let me double check these again as well. Apparently I know a lot more of the early game shinies than the later ones. Oh yeah, it's the green. The yellow is intriguing, but yeah, I think the head and the body feel almost like two separate entities because of the color change. I don't dislike it. I guess I'll say about the same. I'm alright. Did you hear about the Pokemon news? Looks like we're going back to get. I did hear that. Yes, I did see that trailer. That sounds exciting. You know, I mean, it's a little early to, yeah, get too excited, just because we haven't seen any gameplay, but it looks intriguing. Okay. Marowak, I'm assuming is kind of the same, but you never know. Yeah, it's the green as well. Honestly, I think the green, it's like a little bit more vibrant on Marowak. It honestly looks a little bit better on Marowak than on Cubone, but I think it's about the same still. I can picture Hitmonchan's shiny a little bit. Okay, hang on. Add to your party. Let's start with Hitmonlee. Yeah, Hitmonlee's just the pure green. Honestly, the black looks pretty good here. The green on Hitmonlee works fine too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still not generally a fan of the desaturation of shinies, but I think that one works at least pretty well. It's really interesting because out of the games X and Y were the most wasted potential of a game. Game Freak just left it as is and moved on. Plus, Mega Evolution is back. I'm stoked for all that. All the other battle gimmicks. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm cool with. It's cool that they're bringing Mega back. I haven't had too many issues with the other battle gimmicks. I mean, I think, yeah, like Z moves were less interesting than Megas. Like the Dynamax stuff, I think is interesting, and I have not played Scarlet Violet yet. But I do think it adds the most interesting in terms of like Pokemon designs and stuff. And hopefully they'll add more because it's just fun. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let me take a look at Hitmonchan. What's your shiny look like again? I feel like you have a pretty weak shiny. Yeah, you feel a little bit mismatched with the gloves to the body. Although this doesn't really fix the issue. I think this looks just wonky with the way this one's done. I don't know. I think it's worse than that. I don't know. Like the color of the gloves is kind of interesting, but like it just doesn't feel very cohesive. Okay, so Lickitung, I think they just changed the tongue color of the shiny. Oh. We will see. I get what they were trying to do. I think it having the same-ish ton color, I think I actually prefer, to be honest. I don't know. I think it's just too much color at some point. I think it detracts weirdly. I mean, it's around the same as the original, but I think I prefer... I feel like it just feels more natural to have the tongue be the same color. So coughing and wheezing, I think, are generally pretty nice shinies. As the gas changes color, and... Yeah, it's honestly quite a nice shiny. Although I do kind of like what they got going on here. Dynamax is good, but I don't like how temporary after a few moves it is, and having to level it up. Terrestrial is awful. You have to find 50 shards to even change it. It's that bad. At least with Mega Evolution kept it to. Yeah, I think I did kind of like the Dynamaxing being limited because I felt like there was much more counterplay to it than a Mega. Well, you know, there's different strategies you could take to try to minimize it, which I thought was a good way of doing it. But I see why, yeah, some people don't care for that as much. So, okay, I actually do think this looks pretty nice with the black and the smoke. I don't know if I'd call it better. It's probably about the same. I think Weezing is in a similar boat, probably. This comparison. Yeah, it's probably about the same. Okay, Rhyhorn and Rhydon. These are more orange, I'm pretty sure. Let me compare them to... I gotta make sure it's not the whole, like, Golem scenario where each evolution is slightly different colored. Okay, yeah, so you're like a pale orange. Maybe the yellow might be slightly strong, but I actually think this works pretty well. I don't have anything against regular, but I feel like the yellow does fit, and then it works better with the Rhyperior shiny. I'm actually down to put that better than the original, just slightly though. And then for Rhydon, hey, you're kind of a pale. Yeah, honestly, I feel like it works a little less on Rhydon. Maybe it's just because there's more surface area. But Rhydon is a little underwhelming otherwise. Like, it's not bad, it's just... I don't know. We'll put it slightly above. Chansey, I think, is going to be in the same boat. Because Chansey's normal shiny, just kind of eh. In my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Chansey's shiny doesn't work too well for me. I feel like it looks a little bit better in the earlier gens because the green is just a little more vibrant. I do like that you use Dynamax specific places and you have to battle a little to get it. It's just not great that you can run out too willy. Nah, that makes sense. No, it's just Gen 1. That's where it stops. It'd be cool if they had done the whole dex, but I imagine that would have taken forever. I imagine what they did here took forever. So, you know, honestly, the purple looks pretty good on it. I'm gonna say a little bit better. I mean, it's not like, this isn't like amazing, but I feel like it fits Chansey a little bit better. Okay, what? Tangela, did it just get like a darker green and purple shoes as opposed to red? So I feel like this might have the Lickitung shiny custom issue where it makes changes that it doesn't really need to. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, I think, for some reason. And I think the shoes being red works better. I think it's the same thing as the Lickitung. Which one? Okay, considering I'm comparing to the original, all of the ones at the top are because their shinies are very underwhelming. Not because, like, some of these work a little better than others, but these are what I've said are about the same or a little better than, or, you know, a bit better than the original. I might do another tier list version of this where I just rank them in general without comparing to the original. Just because that would be interesting, I feel like. But we'll see. And then yeah, a lot of them kind of ended up being about the same for me. I don't know. So this was done a few days ago, so most of these, so I might, I don't know, maybe I changed my opinion a little bit. I am trying to get a shiny Psyduck using the Masuda method. I'm currently at 1,200 encounters, even though it's like 1 in 512, so I've been very unlucky. But that's what I've been working at. I think this Kangaskhan actually looks a bit better. I feel like shiny Kangaskhan's pretty weak. Oh yeah, that's a really fucking bad shiny. It's just so underwhelming. No, honestly, I think the purple's a good leap. Honestly, I might just put that up. I'm gonna put. It's not like an amazing shiny, but that feels like a much more interesting shiny, and it feels a lot. I feel like a lot of the shinies this creator has done have been just a little too vibrant in your face with the coloring. I feel like the Kangaskhan is like a nice shade where it's not overwhelming. So, okay, Horsey and see, I know Kingdra's purple. I don't actually know what Horsey and Cedra's shinies look like off the top of my head. Okay, you're kind of bad. Yeah, honestly, the purple looks a lot better. I'm gonna say a little bit better. I don't think it's like amazing. I think the eye color's a little weird here. But I think it fits a little bit better. Or it feels a little bit more rewarding. Next should I play Patrol? I'm connected in the itch to play again after the Legends. Ooh. Fun. I totally get that. And then wow, that's pretty bad. I don't know, this shade of pink doesn't feel quite right to put it all the way in the best tier, even though it's a pretty dog shit shiny. It still doesn't quite feel there. I mean, it's probably nah. Nah, I feel like it's probably here. That is a pretty underwhelming shiny. Let me look at the. You know, I'm gonna put these two up here. Okay. Okay. I know Goldeen and Seaking have pretty bad shinies. What the fuck is this Goldeen? Why? Why? This person, what were they smoking? Coincidentally enough, Sword Shield is actually the one I've been wanting to play again. Most of my playing friends hate it, so I've been taking up it. So anyway, honestly, I really have enjoyed Sword and Shield. I don't really get most of the dislike for it. Then again, I don't really get the dislike for like most of the mainline Pokemon games. People just, it feels like they're just pulling things out of their ass usually. So, but no, honestly, it's a good game. I mean, I think there's a few bits where it's a little slower, but it doesn't have the pace. Like, I really do like the Gen 7 games. It's just the pacing on them is so bad. It's like so bad for a replay. Okay, yeah. This just doesn't work. I don't know what this person was cooking with this Goldeen. It doesn't work. This is bad, but this doesn't work. I mean, I guess it's about the same, because this is still a really bad shiny. But like, it's just comparing one bad to another. Probably got a gimmick idea for my evil team I want to make, plus someone told me that Crystola has a Galar region form with an evolution. It does. I love that Coral Pebble. I want this new boat. Oh wow, yeah. No, it's an interesting one. Okay, Sea King, I think this one looks a lot better. I mean, it's still not amazing, but the Sea King, the color palette works so much better than it does with the Goldeen. And the Sea King is pretty bad, shiny-wise. I'm gonna put it in slightly better. I still feel like the colors aren't quite there, but it's actually, like... It's an improvement. Okay, I think Staryu... Is it Staryu looks generally like that. I actually think Staryu's shiny looks really cool, and I just, like, never hear or see anything on it. You know where to find it? Oh god. I think it's very weather specific, and I think it's in the wild area. There's like the pond where that over this way. I think it's there if I'm not mistaken. But I'd have to look it up. It's been a while since I think it was one of the last Pokemon I got. Okay, so this has like the little white with the little light blue core. It's probably about the same here. They're both kind of cool. It just changes it a little, but it doesn't really add or subtract anything. Oh yeah, and this one was normally blue. Yeah, the blue looks nice on it in this case. I feel like this did what Seadra was trying to do, but better. The black looks pretty nice too, though. It's probably about the same. I'd say they both work. Team Night where you only use Dark Ghost at nighttime. That's a cool idea. I like it, I like it. Okay, what the fuck are they... No, why is it mucus? Why is Mr. Mime mucus? Normal Mr. Mime works so much better because it's not mucus. What? Okay, anyway. So Scyther has a pretty weak shiny as well. Well, did they like change the wing color? Just that? Yeah, like you can't even tell from this angle it's shiny, really. It's a pretty underwhelming shiny. I think the angles make it a little worse, but yeah, I think I gotta just put this as way better. Even though I think the like magenta is too strong. When you compare it to the original, it's just at least you can tell it's shiny. Like it was a low bar to clear, but they cleared it. What does Jinx's shiny look like? I think Jinx is a pretty weak shiny as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's okay. It's just a bit faded. I don't really like this though. This just looks weird. Although this one's also kind of underwhelming. I'm gonna just put it as about the same. It doesn't feel right at all, but at the same time, this one's just kind of underwhelming. I mean, it's growing. You know, no, I think I'm gonna put it in here. It just doesn't. The colors just don't work for me. Okay, Electabuzz does not have the best shiny. That being said, removing the color, is just worse, in my opinion. Let's see. It's like a reddy orange. It's not like horrendous. It's just kind of meh. I don't know. Yeah, it's the black and white's okay here. I prefer color in most of the shinies. The mouth helps a little, but I guess. Nah, I think I'm gonna put it as slightly worse. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, Magmar shiny is also not anything that special. Yeah, it's like the reddish pinkish. It's not bad, I just don't care for the color, but I think this color's, it just like, they kind of clash, it's too much. The colors are too bright and vibrant for Magmar. I'm gonna play slightly worse than the original, I think, here too. It's just too much. Pinsir. Pinsir's normally like blue, I think, or green or something? Yeah, blue, okay. I like the colors, but I think it has that vibrance issue where it's just too bright and like it's too in your face. I I'm gonna say about the same. I do like the colors being used, and they go well together. It's just a little too in the face. Okay, I think the Tauros is kind of similar, because Tauros is normally like a mint green. I think the mane has changed. I'll get to it in just a sec. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, never mind. It's like inverse. Oh. Huh. It's kind of intriguing, but it is also, again, kind of an eyesore. In comparison. I guess I'll say about the same. Okay, Magikarp and Gyarados have very nice shinies. The gold Magikarp over the black and white is just so much better IMO. Purple Gyarados looks pretty nice. You know, I think it does have the unfortunate issue of red Gyarados just looks very nice as well. Am I shiny? No, I'm not shiny dexing. I'm literally just shiny hunting a few Pokemon I liked. Because I decided I wanted to try to shiny hunt using a few methods that I had never done before. So I did a Wild Encounter Spiel shiny hunt, and then I'm doing a Masuda method Psyduck hunt. That's really it. But I was like, I wanted to give it a shot and do it at least once in my life. So this is where I ended up doing it. And as you could tell, it's not going great. Okay, so Lapras is pretty similar. I'm pretty sure shiny Lapras is like purple. Hmm. An egg hatcher. I'll look up Lapras. Lapra. Okay, so it's just darken. Ooh. Oh yeah. New tab. Did darken the shell. Might have also lightened the stomach a little. It's basically just the same. It's too similar. Okay, Ditto. They made it piss yellow. I really like blue shiny Ditto. This one doesn't look horrendous, but it does look kind of mediocre. I'm gonna say slightly worse. I don't think it's like awful, but I do just prefer regular shiny Ditto. Okay, I don't know why they decided to just completely dump. Like, this person has flashied up a lot of the less flashy shinies and then decided to unflash Eevee for some reason and just make it look like one of like the bad Nintendo shinies where they just slightly change the shading. I don't know why they do that. And then they made the other ones look kind of like Eevee. At least the Vaporeon and the Jolteon. Which... These are only going to get points because... Well, shiny Vaporeon actually looks pretty nice. I don't think the white were... It doesn't feel right for the evolutions. It makes them just look like they have, like, albinism? Yeah, no, shiny Vaporeon looks normally nice. I just don't care for that. I think the purple's a little bit better, than the pink personally, just because the contrast is nice. But okay, Jolteon, I'm gonna have to compare. So I know Jolteon and Flareon have kind of weak shinies. Although I don't know if these are really winning me over is the issue. At the party. Let's see. It's like the greenish. I just don't really like the white. It doesn't feel correct to me. Seeing the sprites here make the Jolteon shiny look a little bit better. But than like what I was expecting. Because I swear it looked less noticeable than this, but this is at least sort of noticeable. We gotta try the lucky. We gotta get some luck in here. Let's see. Crazy Stoofle thing. Damn, worth a shot. Hopefully I can run away. Actually, I'm gonna put it as about the same. It's more obvious that it's a shiny, which I like, but the colors just aren't quite there. I'm gonna go. I might blow my nose real quick. Sniffles are getting me. We'll take a look at Flareon. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick save real quick. Well, I may as well. Okay. 1 sec, baby. Okay, next up is Flareon. I feel like shiny Flareon is slowly growing on me over time. Let's see. Not like amazing. Yeah, it's kind of on the more subtle side. Some generations it looks better than others. I think over time it's gotten a little bit better. I feel like it's just a little too dark to fit Flareon's vibes, like color-wise. It's not bad. It just isn't quite doing it. I guess I'll put it as about the same. Porygon's normally like blue and purple, right? Kind of has almost the similar color palette to their custom Flareon shiny. Yeah, I feel like shiny Porygon's pretty nice. Viola, I mean, this one works. I'm not a huge fan of the the color, but I feel like it works about the same. Okay. How many Amistar? They're normally purple, right? Am I crazy? Yeah. The green actually works pretty well for him. Probably gonna be about the same. Let me take a look at Amistar. Yeah, I'd say they're about the same. They don't surpass, but they're not bad by any means. Then we got Kabuto and Kabutops. I'll look at that in just a second. I think are green? Did they like flip their colors? I just realized that. Between the... They probably did. It's green. Yeah, it's green too. They kind of did, didn't they? I feel like shiny Kabuto and Kabutops look pretty nice. Probably about the same though. Purple's always... It works pretty well on them. The purple. It's not anything crazy, but it works. Okay, Aerodactyl. I do like the shiny Aerodactyl. It's like a strong pink color. But actually, this one I think does look kind of cool. This is one of the darker shinies that they've done that I think actually does work. I'm in debate. I guess I'm gonna have to pull up Shiny Aerodactyl. And then I can decide what I think. It might just end up being about the same, to be honest. Yeah, I want to say about the same. Okay, Snorlax's shiny is pretty dog shit. It's like just like a slightly darker blue. I think they did a really good job on this shiny, actually. Like, they made it more noticeable that it's shiny. They made it a slightly more flashy kind of color with the purple as opposed to a blue. But they also kept it still subtle, and I think that worked well for Snorlax. I'm honestly going to say this is way better than the original. Yeah, I honestly think that. I think that works really well. Okay, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are interesting. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of these looks, but at the same time, the original ones are kind of weak. Maybe Moltres and Articuno have grown on me a little over time. Zapdos, I mean, just is dog shit, because you can't even tell. Oh god, yeah, a lot of the earlier games, it's really bad. I feel like it's gotten more noticeable in the later games. I still gotta say this is at least slightly better. I don't know if I quite... I mean, the purple looks good. I think it's just the feet that are throwing me off here. The feet just don't feel... The feet feel out of place. It's gotta be way better than the original though, right? I swear, okay, hang on, let me look at the newest games. I swear recently, or in the newest games, it's a little bit more noticeable. Wow, some of the older ones are really bad. Okay, screw it, I'm gonna put it in way better. Zapdos by default just has to go in way better because I literally, like, I cannot tell the difference. It is such a struggle for me to notice the difference. I don't think this is the right choice for Zapdos. I think, yeah, just like, I don't think making the main body white's good. I feel like, I don't know, the colors don't quite work there, but... And then Moltres, yeah, another one, I don't know if I really care for the dark body. It just doesn't feel Moltres. For lack of a better way to put it. It doesn't fit the Moltres feeling. It's not, like, awful. It just doesn't quite fit. The original shiny Moltres is kind of underwhelming. It's not horrendous. I guess I'm gonna say slightly better because the original, like, this one is more easy to tell it's a shiny, and it would feel more rewarding to get a shiny that is strongly noticeable. I have to look at the difference between this Dratini and regular shiny Dratini. Dratini. Maybe it's just a slightly darker pink? I mean, this is basically the same, though, for all intents and purposes. Dragonair, I think, is normally more pink, and this is a little more purpley? Right? Yeah. It works perfectly fine, I think. It's about the same. Dragonite is normally green, which I think is what they were trying to get these together, and... Like, the pink Dragonite seems like a good idea. I don't think this one works very well. The little pink wings is a nice touch. It's not as bad as, like, fully desaturated because of that. But I think it's still a little worse. Yeah, this magenta, it's a little too much. I mean, I like it. It's a... I think I have to put it here. It's just a little too much. It's too intense of a pink. I honestly really like this shade of purple. I think this one works by far the best. I might put this slightly above the original, actually. Because it is kind of a puke green. I feel like... maybe maybe I'll put it about the same, actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I think the green functions. And it makes sense given Dratini and Dragonair are the same color-ish, but Dragonite is way different. And the wings being pink, like how the wings are inside are blue and these are blue, I think is a nice... Like, it works. And then we just did Mewtwo and Mew. I really like both their shinies normally. In the case of Mewtwo, I think this is pretty similar, except normally the shiny is green and this one's like a magenta. I think it works about the same, because it's sort of the same concept for the shiny, just a different color, and that's why it works. Mew, on the other hand, desaturating it I don't think is good enough. Like, I don't hate it, it kind of works. The eye is a little interesting of a touch, but I think Blue Mew just looks really striking. And this just loses a lot of the oomph of the shiny Mew, yeah. See, like, look how nice that looks. I guess I'm going to say slightly worse. I'm hesitant to put it in way worse. But it's definitely not really a step up. So that was all of them. I guess I could go through in a second week as need be. Let's see. Because, yeah, I am comparing these to the original. Although this I might switch around. Maybe I just go with my gut. Yeah, I might put this up to there. Actually, I think you'd be there, wouldn't you? Might be really it, though. Nah, maybe, actually no, we'll leave it here. I think I had a reason for putting it there the more I think about it. I'm kind of back and forth. Some of these I'm a little back and forth on if it's better or worse, or about the same. But, you know, I'm going to quickly just tweak this to about the same as original. I'm going to say about the same as opposed to same. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do a save of this. I might actually look then in a tiny bit into redoing this, but just purely with tears. Just out of curiosity. Just to see how that compares. Because it's kind of two different tier lists almost. Doing it that way. So. I'm gonna have to go blow my nose again in a sec. My nose is acting up. I'm hoping not sick or anything, because it had just suddenly started picking up. Give me one more sec, sorry. I'm trying to bone it again. Okay. Okay, you see my... Sure, let me pull that up real quick. Oh yeah, this is actually an interesting look at the shinies. I've honestly never saw the fossil shinies, and I prefer the Pokemon normal appearance, but it's interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, I think generally shinies look good. I think there's just some that here and there don't hold up as well. You know, actually, I'm just gonna search this way because it's faster. So first is the Corsola. That is regular Corsola. Okay. So this is what a Galarian Corsola looks like. Little guy. And then its evolution Cursola looks like this. Oop. So, meh. Yeah, no, they're kind of goofy looking. Honestly, the regular Corsola over time has really grown on me in terms of cuteness. Like, for a while I was just sort of like, yeah, whatever, Corsola, but Sun and Moon, like, with the whole Marini stuff, just immediately, like, flipped. And I was like, oh, that's actually really cute. Corsola is so sweet. And then I played new Pokemon Snap with it, and I was like, oh, I love this thing. So now I'm a big Corsola fan. Yeah, no, they're interesting, the Galarian form and then the Cursola. They're cool. I like them. I'll just do a few more actions, and I might have to step away pretty shortly because I gotta go help out my guinea pigs for like 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up. We might try that tier list again, but now with like an actual ranking, you know, an SAB, that are typical ranking. I'm probably one of the people that always love Corsola. Gen 2 is actually my favorite, and I played them the most of my Pokemon game. Corsola was definitely a team staple in some play. Ooh. Yeah, I never actually used it on a team, but no, I feel like, yeah, it's one of those Pokemon that, yeah, it's easy to overlook. But if you give it the time, it's one of those things. I feel like there's been a lot of Pokemon like that where I didn't really care about them for a while, and then over time they just sort of grew on me. So Corsola is one of those. I feel like it's one of those Pokemon that a lot of people just kind of forget. Even like Galarian Corsola and Cursola probably are not. Are probably easily forgettable to a lot of people. Because, yeah, I don't think Cursola was ever anything like meta or anything. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it's something that people dislike per se. I just think it's something that's, yeah, a lot of people tend to forget. But now it's on my radar because the thing is cute. The way it moves is adorable. I think it gets overlooked because it doesn't evolve. Of course, it's going to be disappointing if you compare it to like Blastoise, but you get a tight. It definitely, I think, it's definitely one of those Pokemon. Yeah, the lack of evolution doesn't help it. Yeah, and it's like, I think people, tend to flock toward the strong Pokemon. There's some people, that'll flock toward, like, the cute Pokemon, but a lot of the times, even, like, Pokemon that a lot of people find are really cute evolve, like, like Eevee and Pikachu and stuff like that. And those also have had a lot of help, at least Eevee and Pikachu, for example, with, like, being mascots of the game. Well, Corsola has just sort of never really been acknowledged that much by Game Freak. Now you got like Pikachu and Eevee in every game, and Corsola just sort of occasionally appears. Like the original forum for Sword and Shield, wasn't even added until the DLC, which was paid. So I'm sure a lot of people never even got it. But I heard Gen 2 Pokemon are actually ones that get massively overlooked, like Stantler, Corsola, Lediba, and Ledian, Hoppip, Line, Skarmory. Yeah. I think Skarmory is pretty liked. But yeah, all the other ones you've named are definitely over. The Hoppip line is really cute. I think I got a little bit of a new appreciation for Stantler using, Stantler and Wordier and Legends Arceus. Haven't had the chance yet to fall in love with Lediba or Ledian, but Yeah, my girlfriend and I have slowly been watching through the anime, and we're in some of the Johto shows right now. And there's been a Letty-Ba and Letty-an episode that were kind of cute. So this is, you know, they're slowly eking their way up the list a little bit more, even if it's slow but surely. Yeah, no, Gen 2 is very like hit or miss for a lot of people. I feel like with the Mons. I feel like a lot of them weren't relevant until like Gen 4 when they got evolutions. I love the addition of Worder. I actually didn't know about Worder until Legends Arceus made you battle one. I had can't say I blame you. Yeah. No, Worder's cool. I feel like Worder again also kind of. I feel like people tend to forget Pokemon if they're not like meta. Or at least if like no important trainers have them in the game or in the show or whatever. So no clue though. It's hard to gauge because I can only stand listening to the Pokemon community for so long because they're obnoxious. So to get that real insight. Yeah. We're almost at 1240, which is significantly over odds. In Gen 2, it would be probably easier to say, but when I totally get that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm one of those people, that just doesn't really actively dislike that many Pokemon at all. And most of the Pokemon I currently am like, I don't really care for are Gen 9 Pokemon because I haven't played the game. And I just haven't had the chance to like them. Like, I'm not holding it against the Pokemon or the designs. Dunsparce, no, what? Dunsparce is silly. To be fair, yeah, I did use Dunsparce in a Heart Gold Soul Silver run, and that thing was actually kind of fun to use just because it can learn a bunch of TMs. But that was, yeah, I did a run through of Heart Gold Soul Silver, yeah, where I used my girlfriend picked my team and I picked hers, so I ended up, with a Meganium, a Dunsparce, a Girafarig, a Jumpluff, Umbreon, and what was the last one? Okay, well, I'm blanking, but yeah. So when I was forced to kind of use things that were not as good, it helps to. It makes it easier to appreciate things because you find ways to make them work. And so Dunsparce was kind of on that list for me of that. And then Girafarig ended up being probably the big carry. Funny enough. But yeah, no, I don't know. I say using a Pokemon is always like the best way to go about liking it. I feel like I love Girafarig. That worked out great. Scarlet Violet gave it an evolution. Yeah, I know. Its evolution's kind of intriguing. I am intrigued by it. It is nice that they're sort of going back and giving, love to some of the underlooked Pokemon with new, evolutions or regional variants or whatever. Like Megas were a good way to do that as well. Like it's sort of been a good way to give some love to things that need it. Cause like they did that with Gen 4, and then they didn't do it with Gen 5 or 6. But yeah, because I feel like things like Yanma, Tangela, Lickitung, even like Magmar and Electabuzz, stuff like that, just didn't have that much, reason to care about them until they got their evolutions. So it's a good way to do stuff like that. It would be nice to get the blue duck finally. I've been at this for quite a while. It's been a long time coming. Just make it blue. Or don't. Plus, these other options are locked behind trading, which is not even. Yeah, that was the one big downside to some of those. I'm glad they've sort of started phasing out, or like they really have phased out trading evolutions now. Finally, you know, a lot of Pokemon that were previously trade only now are appearing in the wild, stuff like that, which is really nice. Yeah, no, that didn't help. Yeah, like Magmar and you know, Magmortar and Electivire and Rhyperior and stuff. Thankfully, not all of them. Yeah, you know, a lot of them were also move based. But on the same side, like if you're not Googling how to evolve some of those Pokemon, it's awful. At least the Legend of Us, they give you the link. Yeah, no, honestly, it was really nice that they finally came around to doing that. It's kind of a shame they didn't like keep doing it. From what I don't think they did that in Scarlet Violet, from what I know, if I'm not mistaken. But no, they really should just go with that. Yeah, it's not like they've never changed the way Pokemon evolve. You know, now that like Magnezone's a Thunderstone evolution as opposed to needing to be in a specific location. So they didn't do that, but they added the most annoying evolution system in existence. Are you talking about like Goldango? Just making my educated guess. Maybe referring to something else. You know, there's always one or two ridiculously specific conditions they love to add that are annoying. they gotta throw those in from time to time just to annoy everyone. Excuse me. I think I'll hatch until 1250 eggs hatched, and if I don't get it by then, I will. Well, wrong button. I doubt I'll get it by then, but then I'm gonna have to go help all my pigs real quick. Oh, I just realized, yeah, because I moved. Hang on. I gotta move these guys. Whoops. That should be fine. There we go. Somewhere in a game through thought, how can we get people to walk around with their Pokemon and somewhere an answer? How about we give no suggestion and make them frustrated when their Pokemon is level 15 and get frustrated and Google it? There you have it, a whole bunch of popular to use Pokemon you need to walk around with for 2,000 steps. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. They really do like throwing in just arbitrary things for evolution. You know, yeah, like the whole Bastia Legion thing of having to do enough recoil damage to yourself to evolve it and stuff. Or even like, yeah, be like, use a certain move in Legends Arceus in strong style 20 times to evolve. You're like, how is any player supposed to figure this out without just looking it up online? Like, but you know, it's at least with like evolution stones, you can just like go into the item and it'll tell you if that's how you evolve something. I like Pamio on my team. I got to level 33 before I got frustrated asking for them. They told me and I literally cried. Aw. Yeah, that is a, pain in the ass. I totally get that. It's like, you wish there was just some better indication of what you needed to do. So. But that's just how it goes. You know, hey, at least it's not back in like red and blue days where you had to you know, getting a guy, or like, yeah, you couldn't really just look things up online at that point. You have to like buy a strategy guide or some shit. Wow. Oh, my Pokemon was holding an egg. No way. Okay, we'll do 2 more hatches. And I'm gonna slip away. Oh? Believe me, I know that all too well. My first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow. I didn't have the internet access for it. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, I'm like, I question how I survived playing like Gen 3 as a kid without the internet. I mean, hey, there's probably a reason I didn't end up getting a bunch of Pokemon. Then again, I was also only using like 1 Pokemon because I was a kid and didn't understand the concept of a full team. Okay. Yeah. Lucky number 1,250. Can we get it? Will this be the number? Oh? Is it true? Can it be? Lucky 1,250. Okay, maybe it'll be lucky 1,251. Okay. I'm just gonna get this last egg and then I'm gonna step away for a tiny bit. Gotta go. My little guinea pigs. Yeah, let me do a quick save, and we'll slap them in the camp. Get to look at what 2 Psyducks and a Magmar walk around for a bit. What else could you want? I've only ever filled the Pokedex once in Pokemon Red. I was like 15 at the time. I bought finally at Pokemon Blue. Tried to fill the Pokedex together, never again. It was after that I realized they were bad. Nah, I totally get that. Okay, I'm gonna step away. I'll be right back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Whew. It's such cute Psyduck ducks and little Magmar. Yep, they're those silly little guys. Okay, back to our egg shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, Ultra Ball, Poggers. I totally need that. Anyway, 1251. Will we get anywhere? Cool. Okay, I think we're gonna try that tier list now of just my general thoughts on the shinies in terms of S to F. Based purely off the shiny and not comparing it at all to the original, because my girlfriend did request it. So S is like, I don't know, really nice shinies, like, yeah, like Rayquaza and shit. And then F would probably be some of the ones that look essentially the same, you know, Gengar, Garchomp, or obvious examples. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what other good S tier examples? It's Feel, Psyduck. Anyway, okay, these Bulbasaur and Ivysaur and Venusaur, they're all kind of about the same. They're okay. I'm not in love with them. Like, the color, okay. So part of this, too, is not, is kind of looking at the designs and seeing how cohesive they feel and how good they look and how kind on the eyes. The purple looks okay on the Bulbasaur line, but it's just not winning me over, like, in terms of, like, being great. Like, I know that when I was doing, the other thing, for example, it was in, like, about the same as the regular shinies, but the regular shinies for this line are just sort of fine. Let's say C tier. That's probably where a lot of these are gonna end up, where they're decent. Okay. I think Charmander's D. I think I do like the Charmeleon a little bit. I'd probably put that B. Charizard's honestly probably A. Just because Shiny Charizard looks really good and this is just so similar to it. I think it's like mildly worse than the original Shiny Charizard, but I think it works. Honestly, the Squirtle, I'd be pretty happy with it. I'd probably call it A tier. Like, if that was what I got for a Squirtle, I'd be like, yeah, cool. Wartortle is not as good. It's just too... It's too intense of a color. I'm gonna put, like, C. Like, it's not horrendous. It's just... we'll say C. Same with this... I mean, the purple Blastoise looks nice. I think there's a little too many colors, and then the shell diff doesn't quite match. But, like, the idea of the purple Blastoise looks good. This Blastoise I really like. I really like this shiny version of Blastoise. Like, I would totally be happy with that. I mean, I think that's a very nice looking guy. The handsome little feller. Actually, the more I look at this color, it's too much on Wartortle. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep... I'm gonna put a D. Fuck it. It's just too much. Caterpie... Honestly, it's pretty good. I do think it's cute. I'm not, like, in love with it. But I like it. It works. The color doesn't feel quite... Like, it doesn't feel quite right for it to be pink. Metapod, I think, actually works pretty well for this. Granted, it's just one color. But I think it works pretty well. Yeah. Butterfree's kind of weak. The original's weak, this one's kind of weak. It's like a D here. It just looks too similar to the original. There's nothing that makes it stand out. The same, like, pinkish magenta kind of color it doesn't work on Weedle very well. It just doesn't feel accurate. to it. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It's too bright. It's too much. Kakuna I do like, though. Once again, I think it's just because it's one color. Beedrill, it's okay. It's a little, yeah, it's a little too bright. I think the entire Pidgey line has that same issue where it's just a little too much. I think I'm just gonna put them all in C. They're not like awful, but it doesn't win me over. Okay, I think the Rattata and the Raticate look pretty good, to be honest. It fits them. I'd say I put them both A tier. I think the Spearo's pretty solid, honestly, as well. The colors feel pretty logical. I mean, it doesn't feel that out of place. It feels a little more cohesive than some of the other shinies that are lower tiered. I'll put that A. Fearow! Fearow's fine. It works. I'm not... It's still sort of just like the weird mint green, puke green, toothpastey feel. Yeah, I'm sort of just like C tier. I mean, it could go B. Like, I think it works. It works more cohesively. Nah, maybe we'll put it B. I feel like it works a little bit better than a lot of the things in C tier, just based off looks. But, you know. Ekans, I feel like the eye and the rattle don't quite work cohesively. It's not bad, it's just not great. I think the Arbok actually looks quite nice. I feel like the colors on it work. And the more I look at the... I'm like, maybe this is too much purple. I'm gonna drop this down to A, actually. I think it's too much. Looking at it straight out, I'm like, I'm just looking at a blob of purple. I think the other one has too much color variance. I don't know. I sound really dumb, probably. I'm not a color theory expert. Come on. Okay, Pikachu, I don't really like this. I just don't think it fits Pikachu. It makes it look like a ghost. The cheek color just feels off. Same with Raichu. The color's just... It's too vibrant. The purple and this, like, cyan don't go very well together. It doesn't fit Raichu for whatever reason, it feels like. I'm gonna say D. I think it works better than the Pikachu. Oh yeah. Okay, Sandshrew and Sandslash. I feel like they're decent. They work. Random Stuffle. Hello there! It must have been running over to say hi. And I'm a little quiet during the break. I booted up Skyrim. I need to finish this character real before I can move on. I totally get that. No worries. You gotta do what you gotta do. There's no worries. I'm gonna say both of them are probably B tier. I think the red spikes on Sandshrew I don't think work as much with the body. I feel like it works a little better for Sandshrew. Okay, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, nah, I think Fearow just needs to go into C tier as well. Sandshrew I'm debating. I think it can work in B. I'm gonna have to do the normal shiny tier list list. Okay. I really do like the concept of the switching of the Nidoking line and the Nidoqueen line, the colors. It's just the issue is in practice. It just makes things kind of confusing. I think that's why the color difference, like, Nidoking is blue in the shiny form, but it's like a darker blue, like the Nidoqueen. Like, they're aesthetically fine. It's just kind of confusing. Also, the yellow ears for Nidoking, like King, for example, I don't feel like work, and like the cayenne eyes for Nidoran female are kind of off. Like, there's just a lot of little things where I'm sort of like, The green ears maybe don't work as well. I think I'm just going to put them all in B. Like, they're not bad by any means, and I think they aesthetically work. They just aren't quite there yet. And it's a little confusing. Okay, Pisclefairy and Clefable. The more I look at these, the more they honestly do grow on me a little bit for some reason. I wouldn't call them great. Maybe it's just because I like Clefairy and Clefable. I guess I'll put them in C. Well, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna put it in B. It's a little obnoxious, but there's something weirdly charming about it, I guess. Okay, I don't really care for this Vulpix. I just don't think the colors are that appealing. It just doesn't really win me over. That's a D. Honestly, this is like an A shiny, but that's basically because it's basically the same as regular shiny Ninetales, which is quite a nice shiny in my opinion. So, it's going in A tier because that's just like my actual opinion on shiny Ninetales. The Jigglypuff's actually kind of cute. I do kind of like it. It's not amazing. I mean, it is a little bit strong of a color scheme, but I kind of like it. Wigglytuff, it's a little too close to this original one. It's not. This one I think works, but it's still a little too close to the original. I think the Zubat and the Golbat actually look quite nice. Yeah, I mean, if I were to go get those in the game, I'd be happy. I'll say A. Oddish Gloom and Vileplume. Part of me likes him, and the other part of me hates him. I know that's kind of weird. Like, the contrast in the body to the hair is, like, a cool visual. Or, like, the heads. The issue is, like, I don't think it fits the line very well. I think I'm gonna still put him in C. I just don't think the body works. Like, it feels like they need to be a lighter body. The Paris is kind of a lot. I do like it. I think it's kind of funny looking. But I think it is a little too intense. It's definitely better than the original. I'm gonna put it in B. Parasect, I think, is just too much. The color diff is just too extreme. It doesn't feel very cohesive, and it's kind of an eyesore. I think I'm gonna say D. I actually really like this Venonat shiny. I think this very much works. I think I'm just gonna solid A. Venomoth, I like the idea of the color. I just think it's way too strong here. I think it kind of becomes an eyesore because it's just such an intense, like, magenta. I'm gonna say C. Like, I think it works okay, but it's a little much. Diglett and Dugtrio. I think I had the same complaint. I don't get why, like, the ground turned gray. It just, like, doesn't really make sense logically for Diglett. It's not like the ground around it is shiny. Like, it works. It's fine, I guess, but I don't know. It's just not that interesting. I don't know. This one's hard because I know what the normal one looks like. Maybe I'll say C. Meowth and Persian, these are still very boring. The green on its head feels so off. Persian works a little bit more, I feel like. Like, the Meowth green, it just feels weird. Okay. I actually really like what they did with the Psyduck here. Because they made it like platypus colored. I'm not sure if it quite fits Psyduck, but something about it is kind of creative, and I do appreciate that. I might actually put it in A tier, even though I put it as like way worse than the original, because Blue Psyduck is amazing. But like as a concept, I think it's actually like the most clever thing that this entire list of shinies has done. On the other hand, Golduck looks terrible. It's an eyesore. The two colors don't go very well together. I'm gonna say D. I mean, it is flashy at least, but not per se in a good way. Okay, then we got another Toothpaste Mankey and Primeape. I think it works a tad better on the Mankey than the Primeape just because of the way the arms and legs look. It doesn't feel right color-wise. Like, I feel like some of these, like, colors are just, like, not present in Pokemon at all. Like, the color palettes are, like, so un-Pokemon. And this is one of them, I feel like. Like, the same with, yeah, like, the Wartortle and the Parasect and the Weedle. And that's why, like, some of them feel just so off. Is Pokemon, like, don't have that color. At least not for a large portion of their body. I think I'm gonna put Mankey in C and Primeape in D. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Growlithe and Arcanine. I can't. I just don't vibe with the black and white. Like, it's not god-awful. It just feels like Gen 1 sprites, except upscaled. As opposed to, like, a shiny. Like, it just doesn't embody what a shiny is. Like, I guess it visually looks fine. It just isn't shiny. Okay, next we have the Poliwag line. I think the purple actually looks quite nice on it. I think there's little missteps here. I don't know if the red gloves are quite right. And I think the weird, like, tan, excuse me, belly on Poliwag and the lips are a little off. But I do think these generally look quite visually appealing. So I'm going to put them all in A. Still no duck, still no duck. Are you home now, Bridget, or are you still on a campus or driving or something? You're at home? Okay. Well, if you want to hop into a call, let me know. Don't gotta... There's no worries. I get that. Damn, no fuck. Tisk tisk. Okay, Abracadabra, Alakazam. I think I like these a little more. Like, the little bit of color makes them better than the Growlithe and Arcanine. Even like the black and white Abra, for some reason, feels a little bit better, but probably that's because of the more muted colors of Abra. Hello!
Hello.
Hi, what do I have to do to evolve Corsola? Oh god, I'm trying to remember. You know, actually, I can pull that up on stream in a sec. Hang on. How are you, Bridget? Welcome to the stream.
I'm okay. I'm just hanging out.
Nice. Let me look up Corsola. How do you evolve? Level 38. Yep, just leveling. Yeah, no, I'm giving my opinions on like an actual like S to F tier rating for the custom shinies now.
Nice.
So, I'm looking at the Abra to Kadabra to the Alakazam. I'm gonna say they're all kind of C tier. Like, I don't hate them as much as the Arcanine and Growlithe. They don't... Okay, I don't hate the Growlithe and Arcanine. It just... It doesn't... It feels a little less lackluster because of just that little bit of color. And just the Pokemon being chosen. Piss Yellow Machop. It functions. It's a shiny mon. I'll say B, because I actually could see that being a real shiny.
Oh, the piss yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get back to Machoke and Machamp, where I just don't think the black and white looks as good again.
Sorry, that just looks like normal Machamp. Am I crazy?
Normal Machamp is blue.
I may be a little bit bad at saturation.
You tried.
I tried. Sorry.
I don't know if they're quite F tier, or if I would rather do D. I'm gonna say D, although... on another day of the week I might be picking F on those. The Bellsprout line. I like it, but it's also very ugly. Like, I get what they're going for, and I almost like it, but then I go, wait, no, that looks terrible. I just looked up Corso's location, it's only available in Shield. That means no... Yeah, those darn exclusives. I wasn't sure if it was. But that makes sense. I guess I'll put them in C tier. They look intriguing, but it's a little bit of a sore on the eyes. Tentacle and Tentacruel. I do generally like these. I think the purple's a little too intense. Even the green. But, I mean, I think the color itself works. It works on Tentacruel. In Tentacruel, it feels logical. I'm gonna say B. Now we have the Geodude line. I think they're simple. They're just sort of the one color kind of shinies. They're a little strong, but not like overwhelmingly strong. Golem is something. I like it, but also it doesn't look good. It's just
like, it's so, it's bold.
Yeah, yeah. I think
They're sure doing something.
I think the Graveler works the best because it feels, I think, the most natural of a color pattern.
Oh yeah. Like I am kind of vibing with the Golem. I don't know.
I know I am, but like at the same time, no.
I would 100% shiny hunt that though. I'm just gonna be entirely honest
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
like I'd be down, but it's also awful. I'm trying to think how I want to do this because I think Graveler is the best of the three, but at the same time, I don't really want to put it higher than B tier. But I don't feel D. I guess I'm gonna end up putting Graveler in B and Geodude and Golem in C. Geodude's a little too boogery.
Yeah, he does kind of look like a booger.
Ponyta and Rapidash. Okay, this one's kind of hard
Wow,
to...
that's just normal Rapidash is shiny, and then they just made Ponyta gray.
Whoa, babe. Actually it is semi-different. The body for Rapidash is normally still, like, tan. That being said, this one's a harder one to, like, split away from the vanilla shiny. Just because of the way it's so similar.
So I'm looking at the list. This dude really likes black and white, and then, like, piss yellow.
Ah!
There's just so much of both of those.
There's also, yeah, it is kind of funny, like, I realized why some of these just look so weird, and that's because, like, some of these colors are just not used in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just at all. Or if they are, it's like a very small, like, bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, yeah, like the cyan, the magenta, some of the purples. They're just, like, not really used.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna head to bed? Okay, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. And thank you for the luck. But yeah, so Ponyta, I mean, like, I think conceptually, like, if I were to see that, I'd be like, ooh, cool. It's just that I have already this preconception of a version of them that look better. And that makes it, that's what makes it hard. Like, I feel like in an alternate universe, I'd be like, oh shit, that's a cool shiny. But it's still a downgrade from what we have. I guess I'm gonna put him in C. Because I think that the like normal Ponyta color for the body compared to the flame color is what makes it so good. And you kind of just lose that otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Slowpoke and Slowbro. I don't really get why there's the purple tip on the tail. It feels very out of place on Slowpoke. And I just don't think it fits the Slowpoke vibe, the dark. I think it works a little better on Slowbro, but that's probably part because we get more color from the tail. Or from, like, the shell. I am gonna put Slowpoke in D and Slowbro in C. Magnemite and Magneton. Okay, this is another one where I'm sort of like... it's kind of similar to what the original did, but I feel like the original just does it better. I feel like this one, they just decided to add too many colors that don't quite work for this. Honestly, I think I'm putting Magnemite in F, and I'm putting Magneton in D.
Yeah, I see it.
Nah, maybe I'll put Magnemite in D as well. F might be a little harsh. Now we're actually getting one that I think this Farfetch'd looks really nice. I think the colors chosen work for Farfetch'd. I mean, maybe the bill and the feet should be a different color. I think the black and white's a little unnecessary, but I think the color looks good on Farfetch'd. The way where they put like the leak being a stronger color, the body, like the ratio works nicely, so it doesn't look visually overwhelming. I'd say this one's actually a solid A tier. There might be some level of bias I'm realizing with the colors that are making it up higher. Can't tell what it is.
Oh man, I don't know, man. And then I like how there's just like the outlier of like Psyduck, who just looks like a platypus.
Yeah, I honestly, I like that one just because I think it's genuinely creative.
Oh yeah.
It's by far the most creative thing they've done in this entire thing, and I kind of dig it for that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not like super fitting of Psyduck's like, you know, like vibe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's clever, and I like that and can appreciate it. I'm gonna. Sorry, I've had a bit of a runny nose. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Doduo and Dodrio. These kind of work. I'm not in love with them, but at the same time, like if I were to get them in game, I'd be like, that's a decent shiny. I don't know. The color does feel kind of off for what Yeah, it's like the personality thing. Like, it doesn't quite fit Doduo and Dodrio.
Mm-hmm. It looks fine, you know,
But
like it's
yeah,
not.
so I'm sort of debating between B and C. Maybe I just personally don't care for the color that much. I'll put it in B, I guess, just because I think it cohesively works better than a lot of the ones on this list. That's A. No, no, no. Not that high. Okay. Seal and Dugong. Okay. I like what the idea here. It's just, in both cases, it is so much more intense of a color than it should be.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
It
I know
just
you and I
makes-
were talking about it off call where we, especially for like Dugong, where we both sat down and tried to like redo it.
Yeah, in like a minute. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like I think the idea works. It's just the execution is like painful
Yeah.
on the eyes. Especially as just like a solid color throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And I think while I like it conceptually, I think I'm gonna put Seal in B and Dugong in C. Maybe I'll put them both in B. It's not. I'm being a little generous on them. But yeah, I feel like B. Well, nah, I think I think I'm gonna put them both in C. Okay. Yellow Grimer and Yellow Muck. I mean, I think these colors work fine on them. It's it's the more intense kind of yellow, but I think it works okay here. Funny enough, that's probably because of like the lines that they have on them. I think it's a little, yeah, it's a little much, but I think it functions pretty well. I'm gonna say B tier for them. I actually think Yellow Shelter is pretty cute. I think that works quite well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sort of a very simple recolor, so it's not anything that crazy. I'm gonna give it an A. It's my first yellow A.
Wow.
And then Cloyster comes around and pulls out the fucking magenta that this creator really likes. That's just a little too intense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike it. I think it looks fine. It's just a little much again. I think I'm gonna put it in B. It's probably some level of pink bias coming in there. And I feel like weirdly the yellow does help a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Ghastly line.
Hey, before
think
you do the rest of this,
Yeah.
actually, can I sidetrack to do one quick question?
Sure.
So I'm still stuck on the Squirtle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So am I allowed to use the attributes filters at this point?
What do you? How many possible Pokemon can it even be at this point?
Let me find out. I actually accidentally closed all the tabs that had it, and I also am on a time limit because my phone's at 12%. So
Oh,
let me pull up Pokemon quiz. Because the 5 typings it could be are Fighting, Rock, Ground, Dragon, and Steel. I think Dragon I was missing exactly 1, so let me just knock all those out of the way real quick. Yes, we had Turtonator, Executor, there was Drampa, the entire, the Fighting Dragons.
Yep.
There was one of the Necrozma forms, there was Guzzlord, there was Nadel. Oh gosh, what's the other one I was forgetting that I put in earlier? I don't remember what what I put down.
Turtonator.
No, I already put down Turtonator.
Zygarde.
Yeah, Zygarde, there we go. Alright, and then there's one before Zygarde in the dex, and that's the only dragon I'm missing, and
Yeah, we know it's a single type Pokemon, so...
Yes.
Okay, so that's one possible Pokemon?
No, we're still missing one Pokemon.
But I was gonna say, that's one
dragon.
thing that it could potentially be.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Alright. Let's see. Let me grab up Steel as well. Steel, we had, the Diglett line. We had the Sandslash line. We had Solgaleo, one of the Necrozma forms. We had...
Oh,
Yakataka.
Silvally. It's Silvally is the last dragon.
Oh. So, okay, so it's not a dragon type.
Okay.
It's... Yeah. Okay, so I threw in Silvally. Celesteela. Magearna. Kartana. And I'm missing one steel type. Just for reference. No, I just put that in. I put in Silvally, the Dugtrio line, the Sandslash line, Solgaleo, Necrozma, Celesteela, Kartana, Magearna, Stakataka.
Togedemaru.
Oh, Togedemaru. Okay, and then I also did Meltan and Melmetal, so it's not steel type.
Okay.
Alright. Because I know Togedemaru is electric type. Next we have rock type. We had Minior, Silvally, Nihilego, Stakataka, and that's all the rock types I can name. There's 5 more, but I can't think of any.
Okay.
Oh, no, the Geodude line.
Oh, yeah,
Geodude, Graveler, Golem. Now there's 2 and I can't think of them.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also just gonna pull up the other 2 types real quick before you start assisting anymore.
Okay.
Yep. We also have to do ground and fighting. The ground types I know of so far are Diglett, Dugtrio, Mudsdale, Mudbray. If I could spell. Silvally, of course, now that we know that's going to be an option all the time. Zygarde, and then there's 2 more I can't think of.
Okay.
And then for fighting, we have, of course, Silvally, Passimian, the Crabominable line, the Jangmo-o, not Jangmo-o, sorry, Hakamoa and Komoo, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Marshadow, and then I'm missing 2 fighting types.
Okay.
So there are exactly 6 Pokemon it can be now.
Are they all, like, next to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're most likely all 2-stage evolutions. So yeah, it's either fighting, ground, or rock?
Rock. Yes. I know the exact height.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to just quickly take notes of what I know.
Oh, Stoufel and Beware.
Oh, shoot, yeah, Stoufel and Beware. I forgot to write those down. Yeah, so it's not fighting type.
Okay.
It's either ground or rock.
Okay. Well, it narrows things down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and the weight is between 10 and 26.6. So it's light.
Alright.
So I have no clue who the other rock or ground types could be in this generation.
I'm thinking. And now I'm just trying to get the one that I know it isn't. Because I'm just curious at this point.
I'm gonna see if just naming the entire dex might help me.
Okay, well I will hint vaguely at it. So the correct Pokemon is in New Snap.
Not Pyukumuku.
Huh?
Sorry, I had to write that down because I was thinking about it. Oh my god, oh my god. You know what Pokemon I haven't even remotely thought about?
What?
Lycanroc.
Mm.
Okay, it could be Lycanroc Midnight, so I'm just gonna take him in Rockruff because I know it's not gonna be Rockruff. And then I can't think of the ground type.
Hmm.
Can you remember it?
No comment.
I'm just gonna guess freaking Lycanroc, man. I'm not gonna sit here all day. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Lycanroc Midnight fits all my criteria.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that.
Yippee! Yeah, I got it on
Okay,
my
what was
last
the
one
ground
too.
type?
Yeah, what the fuck was the ground type? I actually don't know.
Oh, Sandygast and Palisand.
Ah! How do I always forget those?
I just did not even. Yeah, that also just did not cross my mind. So yeah, that took me 8 guesses: but Barrel, Vikavolt, Jumpluff, Forges, Frostlass, Delphox, Drapion, and then I got like Midnight 4.
Yeah, no, I was on my last thing too.
I was struggling.
But yippee, you got it!
Yippee!
Anyway, back to ranking fan-made shinies. Okay, I feel like if I were to get the Gengar line of this version in-game, I'd be kinda disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the Ghastly. It just looks like Ghastly.
Like, I mean, yes, it's still more... Gengar, for example, is still more different than the one we have, but at the same time, it's like barely an improvement. The blue around the Haunter's hand is intriguing, but I feel like that's not typically seen in like 3D models and stuff. I think I'm gonna...
Wait, sorry, what? Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna just put them... I might just put them in F tier. I'm debating if I want to put Gengar in D tier. Ah, no, I think it's gotta go F. Okay, Onyx, which is now yellow instead of green. I think this works perfectly fine. I'm gonna say B tier. Yep, that was the wrong button. Okay, Drowsy and Hypno. Yeah, I feel like Drowsy has the thing where it just has a little too much color going on. Or it's too strong of a color.
It looks fine on the other hand, I think.
Yeah, I think Hypno works a little better. Drowsy, it's not bad. I think it just needs to be pulled back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I'm gonna put Drowsy in C. Hypno! I'm gonna put it in B. I feel like it should go A, but like, it just isn't winning me over enough. Actually, speaking of that, I think I'm gonna drop Poliwag's line down to B tier.
Damn.
Okay.
You don't love his whimsy.
I don't love what?
You don't love his whimsy.
Windy?
Whimsy.
Whimsy! No, I like the Pokemon. I just think there's little issues. I don't like the red gloves, and I don't like the belly and the lips of the Poliwag. Anyway, Krabby and Kingler, I actually think these work pretty well. They might be, like, mildly too intense, but I think the color works for Krabby and Kingler. I feel like you could be like, ah, yes, it's a weird evolutionary divergence to hide in the water or something. I'm actually gonna put those in A tier. I do quite like them.
Yeah.
Voltorb and Electric. I feel like Voltorb with the purple looks pretty nice. I think that's just another A. To be honest, I just like the color purple. Electrode, on the other hand, is just worse than the original. It's just the black and white issue that this creator really likes for some reason. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna say D. Like, I'm not gonna put it in F. I just feel like color just generally is better. I don't know what this guy was smoking when he was making Execute and Executor.
Oh, they're supposed to be like coconuts.
Gotcha. So it's not a literal pile of shit. The fact that my brain immediately just goes to a pile of shit for him, it's just going right into F tier. Which is funny, because I see, like, the Clefairy and Clefable, I'm like, that's just piss. Anyway, B tier.
Yeah.
But I feel like yellow on them works a lot better than brown works on Execute and Executor. Especially the Executor, the three colors just do not go together in that order.
Nah, okay. I get it.
We got Cubone and Marowak. I do kind of like what's going on here, but then I see it and I'm like, I kind of don't. Like, it's I feel like the body just needs to be a different color. Like, I feel like the white body is not quite there.
Yeah.
I might put him in C. I do like the cohesion with the bone and the skulls, and it stands out, but it's the body. Hitmonlee. I feel like this one is like a darker color, works a bit better than most of them that the creator has done. It's still not amazing, but it feels like it kind of fits. I'm gonna say C. Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan is weird. The colors are intriguing, but once again, I feel like the body needs color. It feels like I'm watching, like, Schindler's List. You know, with the red dress.
Schindler's List. Sure, a movie to bring up right now during Pokemon ratings.
Yeah, but like...
You know what this Pokemon reminds me of?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Sorry, it just threw me off. I just wasn't talk about Schindler's List.
Doesn't it give... Isn't this Pokemon shiny variant give Schindler's List vibes?
God, she's so Schindler core.
I'm gonna put it in D.
You compare it to Schindler's List and then you give it a D?
I didn't say that this was good Schindler's List.
Oh, it was... I almost said Schindler, but I think that doesn't even sound like Schindler. It sounds like a different thing related to the movie.
That's right, Germany.
That's right.
Lickitung. So I do feel like the purple tongue, while flashy, kind of detracts from it a little. Because I think it just becomes a little too much color. But Shiny Lickitung is still great, so it's just I'm gonna put it B. Coughing and wheezing. I think these are actually kind of interesting. I think the pink smoke really helps it.
Mm-hmm.
It is sort of weird on the eyes to look at. Like, it's not quite pleasant, unfortunately. But I think it works best. I'm gonna say B. I think B is the best way to put that. I'm kind of in the same boat with the Rhyhorn and the Rhydon. Like, they work decently well. It's a little intense, so it's a little strong on the eyes. But I think it makes them actually look pretty good with, like, Rhyperior in the end, I feel like. With Shiny Rhyperior.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to put this in B as well. Chansey! I actually really like this Chansey design. I feel like this fits Chansey very well.
Wait, sorry, where'd you put coughing and wheezing?
B tier.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I would put him higher, but that's fair.
Yeah, something about him was just like mildly uncomfortable on the eyes is kind of my weird reasoning. I don't know if that makes any sense or you think I'm crazy.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
They're mildly uncomfortable on the eyes to look at.
Scroll back up to them. I guess the gas could be a little darker for coughing, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. That might just be a me thing.
That's fair.
And I feel like, yeah, the coughing and wheezing shinies from the main game do the smoke kind of thing better, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, or maybe it's the issue too of like the colors just don't feel coughing and wheezing. You know, they don't feel LA and NY, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As their original names almost were. Anyway, Chansey, I think, is going in A tier. Tangela, this is just shiny Tangela, but slightly worse. I think the red shoes looked better in a slightly different shade of green. Although shiny Tangela is still a nice shiny, so I think it's just gonna go B tier. Shiny Kangaskhan. I actually think this looks pretty nice for shiny Kangaskhan. I like how a lot of the shinies that end up being really good are like the ones that are pulled back more in terms of colors. Like, those just work better. I think I'm gonna put this in A as well. Horsey and Seadra. I feel like this is the same thing with Seal and Dugong, where like I like it conceptually, but it's just too much color. It's just too intense.
Mm-hmm.
That I just like can't get behind it. Like, I like it, but I don't. I think it's just gonna have to go in C for that reasoning. Well, maybe I'll put them B. They are a little bit less painful than Dugong, mainly. Yeah, I think I'll keep them in B. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this person was smoking when they made Shiny Goldeen.
Purple. They smoked the shit that made you purple.
It just looks bad. It just looks wrong on the eyes. I'm almost tempted to make like an F- just for this one. I'm gonna be honest.
Make a G for Goldie.
Yeah, really. I'll put it in F, but it's tempting. Sea King, yes, also. The colors just don't work very nice together. Which makes no sense. How do you make, like, gray look bad with another color that isn't another, like... I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, how... But they did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite ready to put it in F. Okay, now I am. Staryu and Starmie. I don't know if it's... The Staryu is pretty similar to the base game one, which I think is cool. This one I feel like, for some reason... I don't know, maybe it's just like the specific sprite. Or if it's whatever mild tweaks are made. They're not, like, jumping out at me as much as I'd like them to. I think I'm gonna put them still in B, though. They just look interesting. Well, nah, I'm gonna do C. They look interesting. But they're not quite getting me to B. Okay, I don't know why they did this to Mr. Mime. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea.
They dipped him in acid.
I know, he's a fucking... They made him a Jolly Rancher. They made him a booger. They made him a gummy mime. I don't know why they're like, ooh, I like the subtlety of the shiny Mr. Mime with just the green being new. What if we made him entirely green?
It sucked.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna go in F tier. Scyther. Once again, I kind of like the idea of it being pink. This is not the pink that it should have been. It needed to be like a light pink. It needed to much better match like the darkness and tone of regular Scyther. And it just kind of comes out ugly. I think it's gonna go in D tier. Okay, now we have a white woman. You have Cinderella.
Why did you say it like that?
Something about this makes me weirdly uncomfortable. Probably because it's just Jinx, and Jinx just makes me weirdly uncomfortable. Like, it's an interesting idea. But, like, something about it just feels, like, wrong. It's, like, cursed. It is, like, not Jinx. You just made something new. You made female Jinx somehow. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it in D. It just feels wrong to me. Electabuzz, you decided to make it a zebra.
Yeah.
It looks a little better than some of the black and white ones, but it's still not great. I think I'm just gonna put it in D. Magmar! Okay, so you decided to give it the shiny Porygon colors.
Honestly, not the worst.
I just don't I don't know, I don't think it works as well as Porygon does, because Porygon has, like, the individual parts to it, which makes it the colors stand out better, but it just kind of looks like a blob of colors in this case.
Yeah.
Like, it's not awful, but it is kind of like, I have to, like, really look at it to get what's happening. I think I'm gonna put it in C. Pinsir! Another case of, I like the idea, but the color is just too strong.
Yeah.
It's just way too strong. I think I'm gonna put it in C over... I think the two colors go kind of nice together. But, you know... Yeah, I might actually move Scyther up to C. It's kind of the same reasoning for Pinsir and Scyther. Okay. Tauros. So, I was looking this up. They basically inverted the mane and the body colors.
Yeah.
Which
It doesn't work
it
good.
doesn't work quite as well. Like the main being bright works because it's only like a small part of the body, but then it's like too much green and too bright of a green.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
awful. The colors work together. It just doesn't. It's just a little bit odd on the eyes. I think I'm just gonna put it in C. Uh, Black and white Magikarp. I feel like this works okay, but I'm trying to imagine like finding a black and white Magikarp in Legends Arceus or something while swimming. I'm like, I would see that and just be like, huh? You know?
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't work. I'm gonna put it in D, I think. Purple Gyarados, on the other hand, goes pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe they could have pulled back very mildly on the shade of purple, but I think it works quite well still. I'm gonna put it in A. And I think it's the same with Lapras. The Lapras is pretty similar to the original. But I think it just works well, and that's just because Shiny Lapras looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ditto. They looked at like the Game Freak logo and like gold and silver, and we're like, you know what? That should be Ditto's color. This person
It doesn't look good.
This person got super hyped for all the crazy colors you can add it with modern technology. And then was like, you know what? This should be a Game Boy Color game for just Ditto. Okay, Mystical 1313, the Star Wars game that never released. Nope, not shiny.
Bro, you are going through it.
I don't despise the Ditto, but it's not anything amazing. I feel like it's just the wrong shade of yellow. Like, I feel like Ditto could have worked as a bright yellow. Except they just didn't do it. They didn't go for it. I think I'm just gonna say C tier. Okay, I don't know why every Pokemon that was not very flashy, they buffed up the flashiness insanely, and then went, you know, I'm gonna do the shitty Nintendo thing where we make the Pokemon just a slightly darker color. For Eevee specifically, when Eevee has an otherwise perfectly good shiny.
Yeah, that's just saturated Eevee. What's wrong with that?
So I don't know why they did that, but it's F tier. And then the Vaporeons and Jolteon, I don't like it. It makes me weirdly uncomfortable.
The first Vaporeon is slightly more forgivable, I think.
I actually think
really.
I prefer the second one slightly more. For me, the first one, they look the shade. It looks too similar.
Yeah, fair.
But then the purple is too dark for the right one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of them are... And then I look over at all the evolutions, I'm like, wow. Okay, I do want to put that for Vaporeon. They tried twice and neither succeeded.
Yeah, I just don't think the white body works for them. It just doesn't feel... Especially when these Pokemon are so, like... They're colored so specifically for their typing, right? That like, and that's why when Vaporeon goes purple, it works, and Jolteon gets like a greenish yellow, it works, and Flareon becomes more of like an orangey yellow, it works. But then you just see these colors, and they just don't work for the Pokemon. I think Flareon is the best, but it's still not great. I'm gonna put Flareon in C. Because I feel like if I got it, I'd be like, it's kind of cool. Maybe if they just pulled back some of the coloring a little. Vaporeon and Jolteon, I just can't. They're just Fs.
Yeah.
Porygon. I think the...
It's a duck!
Oh my god, it is a duck, isn't it?
I told you Porygon was a duck, and you never believed me!
I still don't really care for this color scheme that much. It's not awful. It's just not
I think
my...
they should have gone with a darker color to contrast the yellow.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I'm gonna put it in C.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay, so funny enough, with Ammonite and the Ammonite line and the Kabuto line, they flipped the shiny color, so normally Kabuto and Kabutops are green and Ammonite and Amistar are purple.
Oh, I just noticed that. That's really cool.
I think the color switch generally works decently for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ammonite and Amistar look a tad better because some of the like the white limbs on Kabuto feel a little off, and the like brownish yellow scythes on Kabutops feel a little off. They're not like bad by any means. I actually think they still look generally pretty good. It's just not quite there. I think I'm gonna put Ammonite and Amistar in A, and Kabuto and Kabutops in B. Okay, Aerodactyl. I don't know why they decided to take a perfectly great pink shiny and then, like, go, you know what? We're gonna make this just a normal bat. I mean, it looks fine. It works. It's just that it's just such a downgrade. I don't think I'd be offended getting this by any means. I'd probably be like, oh, it's kind of cool. It just wouldn't, like, wow me. I think I will put it in B. I think it works. Okay, here's another one that's actually on my upper end of favorites. I really like what they did for Snorlax here. Because Snorlax's shiny is kind of bad because it's just like a slightly darker blue. But the purple works so well. It fits Snorlax, like, really nicely, but it also has a bit of flash because it gets that more, you know, flashy kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. I'm going to move this up to A. I might move a few A's to S's at the very end. Just to sort of pick out what are my favorites. So, Articuno's Zapdos and Moltres. I have kind of mixed feelings.
I couldn't even tell what was going on with Zapdos at first. I'm like, where is it?
Like, I feel like... Okay, I like Articuno. They fucked up the feet. It should not be that color. And even maybe the head thing should be a little different, and the beak. Like, it's almost there,
Close.
but just some of these weird additional colors don't work. Zapdos!
It's bad. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
It's...
Like, it had a vision, and then it ruined it, I think.
Okay, I get what they were kind of doing, where they were, like, incorporating the shiny colors of the other ones into it. You know what I mean? Like, the feet from Zapdos are on Articuno, and the fire from Moltres is on the Zapdos.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the Zapdos. I feel like the purple in the wings, though, is a misstep.
Yeah, that's what's getting me. I'm like, you couldn't have just made it blue.
I mean, it being pretty white isn't the worst. I guess it makes it feel more like a snowbird, but it doesn't feel like... None of these really get the vibe of the original birds, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of good shinies work because they, like, fit the Pokemon. In a sense.
Yeah. It's just... Pig!
Pig?
Sorry, I went to go AFK in Minecraft and the zombie pig when it's just like... It left the portal and is now just like walking off into who knows where.
It's vibing.
Girl, where are you going? Your home is that way. Whatever. I'm not
field trip.
Oh, but when I brought the llama on a field trip, that was bad.
Okay, well you brought it to hell. And it was already alone and abandoned. And scared.
Why? What's wrong with going to hell, huh? What's wrong with... Oh, so when the pig leaves its home, oh, that's fine, because its home was all trashy anyways.
Yeah.
Why are you so discriminatory to freaking the
Hell.
Nether? What did hell ever do to you, huh?
I'm sort of having trouble deciding. I don't really like the Moltres. I don't think the colors... they're too... I don't know. I have trouble with.
Shocking enough, I think the Moltres is my favorite. If I'm being entirely
Yeah,
honest.
it's my least favorite. Um,
I think I really like the colors. I don't know, I like the black, and I think like maybe instead of a purple, they could have gone with pink. But that's just Galarian Moltres. But
yeah, I was gonna say like
there's a reason.
I think the issue here is I feel like Galarian Moltres just does this like kind of color palette way better.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's bugging me about this specific one. Something about him just feels wrong. Like, I like him conceptually. I think I'm just gonna put him all C. Just something just feels off about him.
Yep, where are you?
Okay, Dratini, this is basically the same as Shiny Dratini, and it works great. It's a great Shiny. That's just going into A tier. Dragonair, they made it a little more purple. I mean, it still kind of gets the same point across. It is something weird, I feel like, with the tail and the ball on it. I think I'm gonna do B. Something about it feels slightly off. And then the 3 Dragonites. So I feel like one of these clearly works way better than all the other 2. I don't know if you get that impression.
Yeah, I think so.
And which one would that be? Let's say it at the same time. Ready? 3, 2,
3,
1. The middle
one.
Which one did you say?
The black one.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Not synergy with the other 2, but I actually kind of like the black one.
I feel like it's too mean of a color for Dragonite.
Why do you hate the color? Why does the color black mean to you?
Is that?
Delve into your soul.
It's literally like a color motif in storytelling.
Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The middle one is fine. I do like the middle one too. Not the first one. The first one.
That one has the too much issue again.
Yeah. No, I like the middle one too. I just think the black one is also cool.
You know, it gives too much Darth Vader vibes.
Well, you don't like silly Darth Vader? Ooh, yuck! I am your. What the fuck is going on?
You okay?
I tried to do something, and for some reason it pulled up my emoji keyboard when I was playing Minecraft. But then I was stuck going left, even when I was back in the game. Yo, this pig is... Actually,
you know what?
Me now.
I just realized Black Dragonite looks like Shroodle.
That's why you hate it.
And that's why I don't hate Shroodle. I think Shroodle's kind of goofy, but I think that's why you like it so much.
Maybe.
It's because you like Shroodle.
I like Shroodle.
Okay, I'm gonna put middle one in A, I'm gonna put black one in B, and I'm gonna put... Actually, I'm gonna put magenta one in D, I'm gonna put black one in C, and then the other one in A. No, I put in B, actually. Okay. And then Mew and Mewtwo. So, Mewtwo, I think, works because it basically just took the green shiny and just made it, like, pink, so it just kind of works because it's the same concept. And I feel like you could change Mewtwo's color to anything and it would work. Assuming of, like, the tail and the eyes.
That makes sense.
So I'm gonna put that in an A tier. Even if it's a little...
Mew looks like a ghost.
As I said, maybe Mewtwo, maybe it's a little too intense of a color. I'm gonna put it in B, actually. I think it's just a little too intense. Yeah, Mew... It definitely does work better than most of the black and white mons, but it's still... just not quite there. I feel like just having color on it is just so much more appealing. Like, I can see this in like game and be like, oh, that kind of works. But I feel like having it be a color is just more interesting. Because it's so like, I feel like the color works nicely because it's so like playful. And so just having it be white, like, kind of removes some of that. So wait for a second, I don't hear my own thoughts right now. Okay, no worries. So, I'm gonna put it, I think, in C. Like, I think it works fine aesthetically. It just loses some of what makes Mew Mew. So, yeah, okay, let me look at the A tier and move, like, a couple things to S tier. If I had to pick... I might actually... I did have Blastoise in S, and then I moved it back. I'm gonna do U in S. I actually really like this Venonat. I think the Shelder works pretty well, and same with the King... Well, the Krabby and Kingler I think are a little too intense. Even maybe the Shelder, color-wise. I'm gonna put Chansey in S, I think... no, I think it stays A too. I keep debating. Like... I think the Snorlax one's a pretty good fit, but it also is... I don't know. Nothing quite feels like an S tier shiny, I think, is the issue. Like, I'm trying to make something be an S tier shiny, but nothing is quite there, I think, is the issue, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna leave it in A and not do an S tier. Okay, that was that. Julio Dulio. I'll save that as well. Okay. I might also go take a bathroom drink break in just a second. Get one more in. We got like 45 more minutes to go. I think we've hatched about 100 Psyducks today. A little over. No, I think it's like 130 actually. We started at what, 11.95? Let me take a quick look at the box. Yeah, we should probably do a home transfer. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick BRB break and then we'll... You know, here, I'm gonna pull up home real quick. Okay, I'm gonna be right back though. BRB. So yeah, we'll transfer these and we'll go from there. I'm just curious if Tier Maker has any other, like, custom shiny Pokemon. They do just have a lot of general shiny Pokemon. Let's just start here. My life easier. Whoop. Yep, no blue ducks yet. Ah. But we do our best. Look at all these chickens. Oh crap. Yep. Fortunately, I did not just somehow miss a shiny Pokemon. Close out of that. Oop, going here. Tiny core fish sprites. Okay, that's like so fucking specific. It's literally just all the shiny core fish sprites.
Still no duck, huh?
Nope. Although I spent some time while you were gone just transferring stuff to home.
I see. Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know if you want to do any tier lists or anything with me. Or if you're doing homework.
I could take a break.
Okay.
And do the rest after shrinks. We only stream for half an hour more, right?
Yeah, half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it should be fine.
So, what kind of tier list do you think you want to do?
I don't know.
I'm just looking around to see if I find anything.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I guess you could look too, and we'll see if.
Anything falls out to us?
Yep.
I'm just gonna look up Star Wars and see what happens.
Go for it.
We can rank every LEGO Star Wars game's levels.
I'd do it. I mean, I'm down.
Although I guess the Skywalker Saga.
Oh wait, the issue is we really only know Complete Saga. Maybe see if there's one specifically for the Complete Saga. It's been ages since I've played 3 even.
Yeah. I found one for the characters and the levels.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, here's the levels one. I might be rusty because some of these I don't remember super much, mainly like the bonus ones, but...
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm also gonna create an F tier below D just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't think I need it, but we'll see.
I don't think I need it either, I just like having it in case.
Yeah, just for that one fucker.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this game, just prefacing it, I do have a lot of bias because this is a game I played with my dad a lot growing up.
Well, yeah, this game I just played a lot as a kid too, so...
Yeah.
Well, we're also
with your
we're ranking this in comparison to the other essentially levels in the game and stuff. As opposed, it's not like we're comparing this to the fucking Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's funny where it's just like looking at these, I'm like, but these are mostly all fun levels except for a few of these where I'm pretty sure I'm gonna remember these and go, wow, this one sucked. Mainly the ship ones. I actually really don't like the ship levels, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of the ship levels just kind of stunk. They got better when I was older, but as a kid I hated them. I was like, no, I don't want to do this one! Alright, let's start with the basic one. Negotiations, the classic, the first level that you have to play to unlock the rest of them.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, goated level.
100%. I'm putting that in S tier. Sorry. I love.
You know, I'm gonna put it in A tier because there's not really anything that exciting set piece wise, but it's just a solid level.
I just think it's like the blueprint, you know? Like, it's a very, like, it's not like crazy good, but like, I think in terms of like levels where I can just like I just very vividly remember this level, you know what I mean? Like, despite it not being much, like, it stands out because it's the first one and you've played it a bazillion times, right? Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know, I think that's why it's going at S for me, is more just like the importance and not even, like, you know, like, I think it kind of adds to it.
Yeah,
Then we got, Invasion of Naboo.
Give me one quick sec to blow my nose, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing now how this fucking game had to work double overtime to make Episode 1 have any levels other than Darth Maul.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Invasion of Naboo.
Yeah, I'm like looking at these, I'm like, okay, negotiations, like that was like a 2-minute scene. Invasion of Naboo, that probably took up 2 minutes. Escape from Naboo, that was probably 5 to 10. The pod race, I mean, most of it was the Watto stuff, which you don't even play. Retake the Need Palace. I don't remember. That was also probably not that long. And then
It's intercut with the Darth Maul fight.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Why did they do that?
It actually, I think it works in this case. Because it's
okay,
also, it's like 2 action sequences happening simultaneously.
That makes sense.
Where it's like Padme and the guards shooting a bunch of battle droids in the building, and then it cuts to more.
Yeah,
it actually works very well.
I was scared because I totally forgot how that went in the movie, and I'm just like, please don't
No,
tell me.
it's not done in the same way Andor is done, where it just skips.
I like you immediately knew what show I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Invasion of Naboo. I mean, it was an alright level. I think it's a very
Yeah, it's a perfectly acceptable level that doesn't.
I think it's B.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Probably B tier. Doesn't do anything that exciting, but it's also not a bad level in any way.
Also, before we do anything, are we gonna like rate? Are we gonna like have them ordered in the tiers?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? Okay. Then we got Escape from Naboo.
I do have to be careful here not to confuse the 2 Naboo levels.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the difference between.
I'm trying to remember.
This one is. I know where like they get there, and there's like the. This is the one where you end on like the roof, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of roofs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna also put this one in B, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna put it above.
I'd say above Evasion, yeah.
Okay, well, we're the same person, apparently.
Like, literally just besides negotiations so far, we're... In negotiations, I could honestly argue A for negotiations. I just think because it's, like, the GOAT level for me, I gotta put it in, like, S.
No, I totally get it. I was considering it.
It's the bottom of S, but it's S, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we got the Mos Espa pod race. You know what? I gotta say it. I really sucked at that level growing up.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful for kids. The more I've played it, the better I've gotten, and now I actually kind of like the level, but
yeah.
It's a nightmare for kids.
Yeah, no, I think my dad had to beat that one for me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just...
I would always cry to my dad whenever I couldn't beat a level, and to be fair, he was good at video games. I just thought it was funny where I'd just be like, I can't do this pod race. Dad!
Yeah, to be fair, this is a high skill ceiling game. So your dad, otherwise he may not have been able to survive.
I know.
If he wasn't good at games, you know?
True. He is a gamer. Sorry, he is... Not to brag, but my dad's a gamer. What's your dad?
I think I'm gonna put this one in C tier, though.
Yeah, honestly, like, I was gonna say, as an adult, I'd probably put it in, like, A or B, but because of just how stupidly difficult it is, I'd probably say, like, you know, no, I'm gonna be nice to it. Bottom of B. It's grown on me. Alright, retake the Need Palace.
Where's the N coming from?
I'm not gonna lie, I keep thinking of the Need from the Lorax.
What the who thinks of that?
Okay, I'm gonna say 3 words. Sorry, and then you'll understand. Tumblr's Onceler Invasion.
Yeah. The only place that still remembers the Lorax movie.
Literally only because they're like, wow, the Onceler is so smexy, but there's nobody in the movie to pair him with, so we have to pair him with himself. It was hell.
Okay,
anyway,
we got
retake
Lead Palace. I feel like this level goes on a little too long.
Hold on. I have to actually remember how this one starts. I feel really stupid doing this.
You're good. Well, it doesn't help that there's 2 Theed levels.
Oh yeah, this one. Sorry, I'm watching a guy do it for like the minute. I ended up choosing a mini kit guide and they're both playing Boba Fett. Okay. Yeah, this one's like a... I'm gonna be honest, C.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in C above the pod race.
Mm-hmm. We're starting to deviate again, but that's okay.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
We're starting...
How could we?
Alright, now Darth Maul fight.
I feel like this is a pretty good level.
Yeah.
They had to be a little creative.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little less enjoyable upon replaying it, just because of the linearness of it all. But I still think it's a pretty solid level.
Which is probably why I'm knocking it down to A. Like it would be S, and then it I think like the more you play it, the more it just gets kind of like it's just long.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's a lot of downtime where nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like that's its one core flaw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it works great for the first
putting
two.
Darth Maul under negotiations. You know what I mean? Like given negotiations is just negotiation.
Yeah. Like it's one of those that like I feel like it's generally good on the first few playthroughs, and then it starts to drag a tiny bit.
Yeah, 100%. That's how I feel about it too.
I'm gonna put it top of B.
Wow, you people are not producing. Can you die faster? Goodness.
Wait, what?
I'm doing AFKing.
Oh, okay. Then we got Bounty Hunter Pursuit.
Yeah, this one's pretty low for me. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I legitimately, the only thing that makes me remember this level exists is the fact that I was trying to 100% this with my little sister.
Yeah. So, fun fact: this level was not in the original Lego Star Wars game.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm putting this in D, maybe F. I'm putting it in D though for now.
I'm putting it in D as well. It's just a weak level. It's kind of it's annoying to go for anything in it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my sister and I showed up, like, I think this is one of the levels we put off because we didn't want to play it. Discovery on Kamino, that's it. That's gotta go to
I don't know what, my nose has been bugging me. I'm gonna blow it again.
That's fair.
Okay, Discovery on Kamino.
Yeah, that one is okay. Literally, exclusively because of my bias from my being younger, that one has to go top of S tier right now for me.
No, I honestly really like this level too. I think it's a fun level.
It's a good level, and like as a kid, I spent like hours on this just like messing around. I just really like this.
It's a good level for that.
And I like the secret dance floor. I think that's why I loved it. I would whip out like random characters, and I would just go on the secret little dance floor. And because Leia had that one like dancing animation, if you held B, I would just like. That's literally what would keep me entertained for hours. I was literally like a Cocomelon kid, but for like Lego Star Wars.
I think I'm gonna put that top of A.
Yeah, that's a really good level. I like Discovery on Kamino.
Droid Factory.
I'm mixed on this one.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a very creative level.
It's creative. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, but it is a little on the longer side, and there's some awkward bits to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in C right above Retake Feed Palace, I think.
I think I'm gonna put it in B between Darth Maul and Escape from Naboo.
Fair, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, then we got Jedi Battle.
This is another one that, like, I think it's really cool when you first play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this, like, giant epic battle. But then you realize that it's, like, super linear and boring and nothing really interesting happens outside of the little Jango Fett fight.
Yeah.
And it's just such a small level.
Bottom of C.
I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't help but like the level, but also I can acknowledge that it is one of the most non-levels in the entire game.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm putting it top of B tier. Okay. Gunship Cavalry. Okay, so this is... Oh, God. Okay, this is where I have to admit I don't actually know this level very well because this was redone in the complete saga. So my brain always defaults to the original one.
Hold on, I gotta look up what this one looks like, a complete saga.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that too. Hang on.
Oh, it's this one?
Yeah.
It's got all those damn lasers.
Star Wars. Lego Star Wars. Gunship Cavalry. Let's see. Okay, wait, now I am thinking of the right one. What's the original one again? Is it very similar except shorter? Oh, that's right. Okay, it was just like a camera change. The second half of this level is cooler than the original, but the first half is worse. Nah, it's still a pretty weak level all around, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put it in top D above Bounty Hunter Pursuit, I think.
I'm putting it in bottom of C.
Yeah, it's just a little on the annoying side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Count Dooku. Yeah, this is another one where it felt like they really were stretching to make it a level. Not bad by any means. It's a fun level. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, it is pretty basic.
Yeah, I'd still put it top of C, but...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do top of C as well. Okay. Battle over Coruscant. In my opinion, best flying level in the game.
Is that like the one where it's kind of like Resident Evil third-person shot?
Yeah, it's the on rails one.
Oh yeah, no, I like that one.
This one's actually, I think, a really good level. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in B above, between Escape and Invasion of Naboo.
I think I'm gonna put it top of B above Jedi Battle.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, Chancellor
Oh, we got...
Peril. Yeah, this is another
Bro,
one that's...
I forgot this level.
Wait, what?
I forgot what this level is like, hold on.
It's where the Chancellor's in peril?
Yeah, I figured that one out. I just need to see like a picture of the level. Okay, I still barely... Oh, wait, it's this one. It's this one. Yeah, that one's fine.
Yes, I actually quite like this level. I think it goes on a little long, but it doesn't bug me as much in this one. I think the Count Dooku boss fight's a little more enjoyable in this one.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. I'm like, it's just, even to be fair, I'm like, it's definitely one of the levels. Now that I'm looking at it more, I'm like, I am gonna put this above the Count Dooku one, but it's still a C tier one for me, just because I'm like, I barely, like, this level just doesn't stand out to me that much.
I think I'm gonna put it top of B now, above Battle over Coruscant.
Okay. Then we got General Grievous.
Better than Dooku, worse than Maul, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it is still a pretty small area where they just had to stretch to... Like, this isn't even the location where the fight takes place in the...
Yeah, and Cody's never even there.
Yeah, they really stretched to make this one work. I feel like they could have done something much more interesting with this level where you would, like, pursue Grievous or something.
Oh, yeah. They just were not sure.
I think I'm going to put it right above Count Dooku and top of C.
Yeah, I'm also putting this one on top of C. Alright, Defense of Kashyyyk. This is where the Wookiees are.
Yeah. I feel like there's another level where they kind of had to stretch to make it work, and I feel like they could have probably done something more interesting. Because there's this like huge epic battle on the beachfront, and you kind of just like walk past it and do nothing with it.
Yeah, basically.
I'm
gonna say that's top of C though for me, but
I'm debating. I think I'm
putting
gonna
a
put
lot
it
of
at
levels in C
of...
actually. Now that I think about it.
Wait, what?
I'm like, man, I'm putting so many levels in C. I'm like, wow, I have so much nostalgia for this game. C, C, C. You're all C rated.
Well, I think
I feel
you
like
can
I'm
enjoy the
alone.
game while realizing it's definitely not perfect.
Oh yeah. Me with SpongeBob SquarePants the movie for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're really stretching on that one. Sorry, I'm a dick.
I personally really like the game. It just sucks.
No, that's fair enough.
Like, I'm like, wow, this game is so good. If only it was way better.
I feel like a lot of Lego Star Wars comes from the charm as opposed to the like great level design.
Yeah, no, I'm not like here for like just the levels. I feel like I just like the idea of playing Star Wars. I don't know. I'm not really here because they did a superb job about it. They just did a decent job and I went, this works.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's charm because it's also Lego and you can do stupid things that are Lego only.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, then we got Ruin of the Jedi.
Okay, as a child, I think this level drove me insane. Because you know how there's that like bit at the end where you have to like pull out platforms with the Force and parkour before they go
oh my
back
god,
in?
yeah. Holy crap.
That was a nightmare for me as a child. And then on the PS2, I had a second controller that I bought used from GameStop at some point. And I tried to get my mom to help me, but the controller, like, was bugged, essentially. It was just not functional.
No.
And so, like, the thing, it was like, it had, like, stick drift, like, really badly or something.
Oh.
And so it took me forever to beat that level. Now it's, like, super easy, but...
Sheesh.
But yeah, no, so I have a little... I mean, honestly, I think it's a cool level, conceptually. Like, it's kind of cool to actually go through Coruscant. Or, like, the Jedi Temple. I don't know why they decided to disguise clone troopers as Jedis for the entire level, but it's very funny.
Oh, yeah. I am putting it above Count Dooku, but below Chancellor Imperial.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Top of C, which is just above General Grievous.
Yeah, fair. Then we get Darth Vader, which, okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
It is a cool level now that I'm older. As a kid, I really sucked at that parkour section where it said you're right back to the beginning every time you mess up the jump.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I don't think I had too many issues, surprisingly, as a kid. But I'm not surprised.
Put this at the bottom of A. Like, this is still, like, A tier for me. I just sucked ass at this as a kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is an S tier for me. I just really like the level. I mean, I was always a huge fan of, like, this fight from the movie.
Yeah, actually, I did move it to top of A, just above Darth Maul. I have two things in A tier, so top of A versus bottom of A is really not that much of a difference, but, you know.
Yeah, no, and I think the whole ending fight's really cool. It's probably the best boss fight they've done. They did in the original, or in the first three movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Sorry, one sec. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Secret plans.
Yeah?
Uh-huh, thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
I think it's a very good level.
Yeah, me too. I'm putting it at bottom of A. I like it.
I think I'm gonna put it top of A, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Good level.
Yeah.
Through the Jundland Wastes.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put it between Darth Vader and Darth Maul, actually. Just like smack that middle bit. Through the Jundland Waste. You know? I like this one a lot.
I think it's a pretty solid level. I mean, it's I think
I don't know
it's
what it is
slightly
for.
long, and there's a lot of like kind of plain areas. But I think going into the sand crawler is really fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm also putting this one in A tier.
I think I'm gonna put it in B, below Chancellor in Peril, so it's pretty high up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Uh, Mos
Mos
Eisley
Eisley
Spaceport.
Spaceport. I like this
No, I
level.
think it's a very solid level as well.
Yeah, I think this one goes above 4-1 for me. I just really like this
Yeah, I
level
was
a
gonna
lot.
put it just below 4-1, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're like neck and neck to me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny because I somehow remember the OT levels a lot more. Looking at these so far, and I think it's because they're actually got a lot more going for them. Meanwhile, I feel bad for the prequel levels because they had to try to adapt the prequel.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So, I think I have more nostalgia for the first one, because that's the first one I played, was the first three movies.
Uh-huh.
Which was also the first one they released chronologically.
Huh.
I feel like the second has much better level design. Maybe not
Mm-hmm.
much, but better level design. I feel like they learned a bit.
Yeah.
So I think the second one's better, but I think I have a little more nostalgia for the first ones.
No, that's totally fair. I only played Complete Saga, so they're like equal on the nostalgia level.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we got Rescue the Princess.
Oh yeah, there was the. Yeah, is this the one with the trash compactor, or is that the next one?
This is the one that ends right before the trash compactor.
Yes. Okay, there we go. I see. And then they go into the trash compactor. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yes.
Honestly, I'd say another really good level.
Yeah, I say that's another A.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right behind Mos Eisley Spaceport, I think.
I think I played this just below Through the Jundland Way. I like how all four of the chapter 4 are all in A tier for me right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a very good
I wonder
one.
if I have bias.
Nah.
Just accidental bias.
Okay, then we got Death Star Escape.
Death Star Escape.
Which I think is a little bit worse because there's multiple sections where you have to like constantly fend off stormtroopers while doing stuff with like building and stuff.
Yeah, I think this is like, unfortunately, this is top of B just because of the annoying.
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna put it very top of B. It's still a good level. It just has a few things that make it a little inconveniencing at times.
Yeah, and then Rebel Attack is, I mean, it's a ship level.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not a fan of ship levels. That being said, this still feels like a B to me.
I think I'm gonna put it.
This one's bottom of B to me, I think.
I think I'm gonna put it. Trying to see if I want it before or after the pod race.
I put it just after the pod race.
I might put it just before the pod race in C tier.
I think the pod race at least has the decency to be short.
Yeah, I'd say they're about the same length.
Yeah, fair.
Hoth Battle, on the other hand, is much longer.
Yeah, the Hoth one.
Ah.
The Hoth one. I have such a love-hate relationship.
Can't say I blame you. I think it's a really cool level. I think it's a pain in the ass. Especially when you're first playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to put it bottom of C.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it just above Gunship Cavalry at the bottom of C. I mean, it's not the worst, I just don't... I mean, it's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we've got Escape from Echo Base. I'm not gonna lie, this one's like, it's a practically okay level.
Oh, I was gonna say another really good one.
I was gonna say this one's probably top of B. Like, I'm just not... I don't know why, it just never clicked with me. It's not even anything against the level. I just think it's personally it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit for me. I don't know why.
It happens sometimes. I think I'm gonna put this Or you want to put it second and A, right behind Secret Plans.
Oh.
Falcon Flight.
Is that the one with the meteors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like C.
It's a little generic. I think it's less painful than some of the flying levels.
I'm putting it above Gunship Cavalry. You know what? Even above Hoth. No, below Hoth. I do have like a little bit of I have a love-hate with Hoth, so it has to go under Hoth.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I think I'm gonna move Rebel Attack below Hoth Battle instead of in front of us, the pod racing one, and then put Falcon Flight right below Rebel Attack. It's just like an atmosphere thing. Okay, Dagobah.
That one's gotta go A for me because Yoda gets the tractor.
Honestly, I think this is one of my less favorite levels. To be honest, I think it's just a pain to navigate, and you can get caught in like an infinite circle on this level, going between the same area over and over again. It's just awkward of a level, in my opinion. I'm gonna put it in C tier toward the top, right below... Ah, what just happened there? Okay. Right below Ruins of the Jedi and right before General Grievous.
Okay, I put it in A, like top, like close to the top. I don't know, I like it.
No, I get that. Cloud City Trap.
Yeah, that's a good level.
An actual, I feel like this boss fight felt more thought out.
I'm putting this top at A above the prequel one.
I think I'm gonna put this
It
the
still
very...
has the...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it still has a bit of annoying parkour, but it just annoyed me less.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this at the bottom of A, right behind Negotiations. Actually, I'm gonna put it right before Negotiations. Okay. Betrayal over Bespin.
Yeah, totally fine level.
This is another pretty solid one, I'd say.
Yeah, that one goes in A for me as well, toward the bottom, but there.
I think I'm gonna put it right above Negotiations, right behind Cloud City Trap.
Fair, yeah. I'm saying this is between Secret Plans and Drunlin Wastes. An 8. Jabba's Palace.
Okay.
Go on.
I feel like this one's a little more annoying to navigate. It's not a bad level by any means. And I think the Rancor fight's pretty cool.
Yeah, I put this like bottom of A. Actually, yeah, bottom of A.
I think I'm gonna put this closer to the bottom of B. Excuse me. Okay. The Great Pit of Carcoon!
Well, that's where Boba Fett dies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe.
F tier. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I do like this level quite a lot.
I'd say it's about just a bit above Jabba's Palace for me.
Let's see, where do I want this in A? I think I'm gonna put this between Mos Eisley Spaceport and Rescue the Princess, so pretty high A. Speeder Showdown. This one's kind of intriguing. The fact that they did like a hybrid level between...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in B?
I feel like this one's on the less annoying end of the vehicle levels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this behind Jabba's Palace in front of Invasion Boo, so like low B. Yeah, the Battle of Endor. Oh, you think I'm gonna blow my nose? Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, what hath you conclude?
I'm not as big of a fan of this level as I feel like I should be.
And I think it's cool. I think the end bit where you're in like the actual base is really cool. I think this one just goes on a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm probably gonna put it like top of B. Yeah, it feels fair.
At like top of bottom of B, yeah.
Okay. Jedi Destiny.
No, top of C. Or Jedi Destiny. That one was
You fight
we
Darth
fight
Vader.
Palpatine.
Oh, and Palpatine
Darth...
with Darth Vader. Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah, I like this one. This one's
This
going.
one goes pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm putting this in bottom of S. Yeah.
I think I'm going to put this right below Cloud City Trap, so bottom A. Okay, into the Death Star. This one's kind of cool. Still a vehicle level, but I feel like it's better than a good chunk of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this like. I'll put it above Rebel Attack, but like bottom of B.
I was gonna put this, yeah, bottom, like kind of towards C between Pod Race and Hoth Battle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pod Race Original.
Original Legos.
This one is evil.
What's this one like objectively worse?
Yeah, it's very similar to the new one, except now you don't get checkpoints at laps, so it's just the entire race.
Yeah, that's a dick move. I'm putting that in like. That one's gotta go in like C solely because.
I'm putting it top of D because I still like pod racing more than Gunship Cavalry and Bounty Hunter Pursuit.
You like it more than. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above. I'm still putting it above Hoth Battle, but it's like bottom of C-ish.
Okay.
It was just really mean that they did that though. Anyway, Anakin's flight.
This one's kind of interesting just because you go in like the original Death Star, not really. It's like the droid ship.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, the outside bit's kind of lame. It's nothing special.
I'd say like that's mid C.
I'm gonna put it toward the bottom of C, right above Falcon Flight, and right below Rebel Attack.
Cool. And Gunship Cavalry is shorter than normal Gunship Cavalry, right?
I think so, yeah.
Cool, that immediately puts it in B tier for me instead of C tier.
I think I'm just gonna literally put it right above the new one. Because, like, the end fight's kind of cool.
I think exclusively because it's shorter, I had to put it a tier higher. It wasted my time less. Alright, B4, A New Hope.
This one is the one I think I remember the least, funny enough. I'm pretty sure that this was a bonus level in the original LEGO Star Wars to, like, tease the second one. I don't have much of a recollection. I think it's just, like, similar to Negotiations, except worse, and you play as, like, a Stormtrooper Invader.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, like, C then. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna put it... I mean, it's still... So I think I'm gonna put it. I think I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the very end of B, right below Kashyyyk.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lego City and New Town. I couldn't really tell you the difference between the two.
No, I couldn't, but I put them both at S tier if I'm being entirely honest with you.
Wow, that is very funny because I was considering if I wanted to make an F tier.
You don't like those?
No.
I love them!
They're just like tedious collectathons, and you just kind of have to sit around going, where do I go for the last few coins? What random thing am I missing?
I don't know, that's why I like it.
I don't think I'll put it in F tier. I'll just put them both next to each other and bottom of D.
You know what? Just to make myself feel better, I need to put something in F. I'm putting Bounty Hunter Pursuit, and then I'm moving Gunship Cavalry to D.
Honestly, also, Lego Harry Potter just did it way better, because it did the same thing, except you were in, like, the magical shop, like, strip area in Hogwarts. On, like, the street. It's actually a really cool kind of thing. So, they just did it way better.
Download this.
Okay, let me see if I want to
I actually don't remember how they did it. I don't think I ever got far in Lego Harry Potter, so I truly couldn't tell you what that was like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time.
I mean, I might have gone far. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Any progress I would have made is like entirely gone, I'm pretty sure, unless I did it when I got older, and I don't remember.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see here. Let me just do some very mild tweaks. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I made my few little tweaks. I'm downloading my image. I'm gonna get like one more egg and I'm gonna just hatch these last few.
Man, you don't want to do the, you don't want to quickly rate all movies and TV shows with me?
Nah, we could save that for next time, assuming don't hatch a Psyduck and 3 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sorry, it's very funny seeing you put Lego City and New Town at the bottom of D tier, like I... I like that this is like our biggest disagreement thus far.
Yeah, it's our only major difference.
We're just like, I'm also like a tier apart, and then we get to like this, so and we both just had the immediate opinion of just being the exact opposite.
Yeah. Hey, I can see why though. It seems like a polarizing kind of concept.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, I think I mainly liked it because I got to play with my dad a lot. Because it was short and he would do it with me all the time, so I was like, Dad, we're doing we're doing Lego City again. And he'd be like, okay. But you have to...
But yes, honey.
He would like coach me through it. He'd be like, no, you have to check this. We have to be meticulous. We would do good at it because it was my dad who was behind the controller. That man was like, legitimately like, I think when it came to games, he locked on and would get genuinely offended if you lollygagged. I'm not kidding when I say he was a gamer, bro. Man, he was. He's like, you're not taking this serious. He's like, you know, you're not going like, you know, you need to speed up. You can't just sit around. And I'm like, he's like, we gotta go this way. We gotta be on the screen together. You gotta move with me. And I'm like, what?
It took him way too long to figure out how to deal with that in the Lego games.
Oh, yeah. I think that was like the worst feature, if I'm being entirely honest, is the fact that we both controlled the camera and had to like deal with it.
Yeah. You're like, how did you make a co-op game where that was your idea?
Yeah, but it sucked.
Okay, the last egg of the night. Will it be a blue one? Of course not! How naive. I was like, oh, this will only take like 3 or 4 days. A month later.
A month later.
Well, we'll be a little determined, boy. That's all we can hope to do, is be a little determined guy. Let me just go fly back to the base. And we can wrap things up. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna wrap up, Psyduck hunting again. Still no blue duck. We'll get it eventually. I'm in for the long haul. We'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, we'll just keep working at that next time. But yeah, it's gonna wrap things up for the next stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.